Okay. That's good. This is here. Like that. I feel like I'm ready. I think I got everything, and that has me like, oh no! Surely I don't have everything ready. Surely I have forgotten something. I smile. Choose. Okay. Hi, Ranmu. Hi, Wrath. Yeah, we're starting with our leg stretches. Hi, Global. Good morning, everyone. Remember to stretch out, Yulind. We are literally doing our stretches. I know that's not exactly what you said, but I'm going to pretend that is what you said. Hi, Zvi. Can't believe the ping was 30 seconds fatherless. Really? I have never seen the Twitch ping be on time. I've always been impressed when it's like, oh, I clicked it the moment it was there and the stream has been live for 50 seconds. If I'm like sub first minute, I'm like, holy, Twitch is on it today. I'm sorry that I must disappoint you. Arms. This feels like the most useless stretch that I do. I agree, Anne. This feels like it does absolutely nothing for me. Chat, do this. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Pat Fiend. Close enough. Don't worry, Smile. You still have fists. Fist? Huh? Who asked him to stretch me out? Are you telling him to just hit me? Please don't hit me. That's fucked up, Zvi. Puppy fight. That's such a cute little fucking emote. If I wore glasses, I would be looking over the top of them at you right now. Okay, well, hang on. Global says, good morning, everyone. Remember to stretch out, Yulind. Smile says, I am sorry that I must disappoint you. And then you say, don't worry, Smile. You still have fists. That sounds like you're encouraging him to hit me. Fisting still accomplished 135. A lot of streams, Global. Hi, Techno. You're inching closer to the devil number? Techno, this is a Christian Minecraft server, and we don't appreciate such negativity and open wickedness in this chat. We will not be doing the devil number. We will be skipping right over that one. We do not read out that number in this household. Hi, Pixel. Hi, Danny. Hoi hoi, y'all. I'm here now. Hello. Exactly. The devil is part of Christianity. You gotta do it. No, no, no. We do not represent... We will not be showcasing no mark of the beast here. Fisting Yulind on 666. Technically, isn't the devil's number 616 and 666 the number of the beast? Does it say anywhere in the Bible that 616 or 666 are like either number? You can do more than punch with a fist, as Global alludes to. I don't know if I could take a fist. Like, I don't know, a fist, even when you go in like making little point with your fingers and go into it smaller than a fist and then fist it inside, that's big. I think I'd struggle to get around the knuckles. It says in the Bible, Butland? I don't think it says that in the Bible, actually. 115? Hell yeah. Yulind likes fisting, chat. I think I just said, I don't even think I could take it. Hey, yo. Are you a male or a female? Jeffrey Bozos is a funny name. I'm a dude. Hi. Could you get around the shadow? The shadow? Hey, Art Kirby. He's a big old butt. I'm wondering why you would ask. Because, I don't think there's anywhere that says girl. Yes, it's in the chapter of Revelations, but apparently it's either 666 or 616. Depending on which translation of the original manuscript. That's crazy to me. Because I can understand translations having, like, nouns or adjectives different. But a letter, like a number, a hard number, how does that get mistranslated? Anyway, I'm off to work, Lynn. Dylan finally twerks on stream, ping me. Bye, Techno. Well, you said you couldn't get around the knuckles. What about the shadow? Or maybe you're more of a tail person. This is bad. I like Rouge the Bat. I think before Rouge, I liked Amy. I always thought Amy was kind of cool. And like, you know, growing up, I've been like, oh, she's actually really pushy and kind of fucking weird. Not so much, but of course the basic ass bitch likes Rouge. But like, when I was first getting into Sonic, when I first played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I was like, why does Sonic dislike Amy? It's a girl, and it likes him. And apparently that was enough for me to like a character. Tails, I always found Tails kind of annoying. Sonic and Shadow, I thought Shadow was cool growing up, but like, man, now look at him. God, he's so edgy and cringe and weird. Of course, this basic ass bitch likes Rogue. I do kind of like Metal Sonic. When I play multiplayer versus in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I would main Metal Sonic. The reason for that is Metal Sonic doesn't get abilities to use with rings. He just gets the shield. And so I would just go through the course and like dust whoever I was going against, because I was really fucking good at Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Hi, Baldier. And then I would hear Chaos Spears, and I would just jump off the rail I was grinding on, do the little shield, take no damage, and then get right back on the rail, and it was like, you couldn't fucking stop me. You fucking hate me though, Hui. Everyone likes Rouge. I've never even played Sonic game technically, and I'd say I like Rouge. I think Rouge is... I think she's a gateway character for furry stuff. Oh god. It's because the original manuscript is either underlining the word above the number, so it's 666, or it's overlining the number, turning it into 616. I think if my brief skim reading of it is accurate, that's just crazy to me that, like, it's a number. It's a number. How do you translate? Like, I still don't understand the underlining, overlying thing. It's just like, fucking what? What are you trying to say, buddy? I'm saying... Wow, I love this Moogle 30. Thank you, Pixel. I'm saying there are certain characters in media, in history, that have led to people being furries. They're like the gateway character, right? Gadget from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, that's a big one for a lot of people. Rouge, I think that's a big one for a lot of people. Lola Bunny from Space Jam, yeah, I think she does it for a lot of people. Where were we? Lola, yeah. Yulind furry arc. It is not my furry arc. I don't think I will ever have a furry arc. He been in his furry arc because he had his furry arc, says the Moogle. Whoa. You know the furry scale. I know you know the furry scale. Tails and ears does not make a furry. Something as small as this does not make a furry, okay? I literally have less than all the cat girls running around with tails and ears, and those are not furries. Kohala looking at here. My 4K hours in VR chat. I haven't had a night as wild as last night. I'm still assimilating it. Hell yeah. You're not that small, Yulind. Not that small. Huh? I didn't catch something I just said and you lost me. I feel like despite doing toe touches every morning, I'm getting less flexible. And it pisses me off. Uh-oh. What was that? Stretchland. Hi, Zuvi. Thank you for the sub. I found out I'm not uncomfortable when people are watching. Oh my goodness. Danny, I did just have this thought. I was like, when you said in my 4K hours in VR chat, I've never had a night as wild as last night. And I was like, he's gonna share. He's gonna tell us what happened or at least give us a hint. And then you say that and I'm like, yep, there it is. I'm happy for you. I just sent you a picture of the number XIC. Okay. Make this go away. Open smile. So because the line is on top, that would make it 616. But it's written... That's so weird. That's such a weird thing to be, like, discussing, I guess. What do we get? Cami stretch? Oh, I just felt my shoulder pop. What was that one thing earlier? That dude That dude really came in and was just like, male or female? Male, I'm outie. Alright, guy. Hi, Rose. Who brought it up again? I blame them. I'm just dumb enough to go down rabbit holes. We were talking about doing something for day 666, because it's day 660. Spoiler alert, we won't be. Don't bend over your knees. Rose, here's the thing. It's the tracking. Some days the VR chat tracking looks great, and it totally matches my legs. And some days, when I do this, even though I'm like bending straight over, my legs will just do that. It's one thing that like it's not even consistent. It's just form in VR chat looks atrocious because of their tracking. I have trackers on my ankles and I have one on my waist. They have to guess where my knees are based on like the angle of the other things. Insert straight joke here. Okay. All right. Wait, can he stretch? We're at squats. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see. Yeah, it's one of those things, Rose, where like I basically just said it. I wish I had the proper tracking. The alternatives, well, there's two options. Either A, I do exactly what it's doing, and it just guesses and it looks weird sometimes. Or B, I get 11 trackers. I have 3. 11-point tracking is where you have trackers on your ankles, on your knees, your waist, your upper chest, your shoulders, and your hands. I guess technically I have 5-point tracking because counting these as trackers, but yeah, that's a lot more trackers. Hi, Joe. Hope you're doing well. Ready for your walk, Yulind? I am. We gotta get through the last of our stretches first. 9 more squats and 3 minutes of planking. Isn't it 8 trackers plus headset plus controllers, which makes it 11? I believe so. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. You have your waist and chest, 2 on each leg, 2 on each arm, and then your head. So yeah, it's 2 per appendage. That's 8, and then 1, 2, 3. 11-point tracking. Straight back. We're not even planking yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be annoying when it's time to charge, though. You would dedicate... I think you would dedicate multiple outlets to it. I think you would put, like, a power bank of chargers on one outlet, and then on a completely different outlet, you would put another. Yeah, that sounds fucking awful to charge. My charging right now, so I'm always wired for my head. The hands I plug into an outlet over there, and then the trackers I plug into an outlet over there. And technically, the trackers are across 2 outlets. They just meet in one spot. Licklin? What? I think we've done 4. Think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Sir Noble. I missed you last night. I actually came and hung out. I almost talked myself out of it, Sir Noble. I'm in such a rut where there's not really any games that I'm really like wanting to play right now. I was out yesterday, sorry. It's all good. It's okay. I've just been like, there were 4 games that I was into, Sir Noble. I really wanted to play Spirit Tracks after the 600 stream, and I've been chipping away at it still. I really wanted to play Last Epoch. I really wanted to play Monster Hunter. And I really wanted to play V Rising. And the last 3 days are like, I haven't wanted to do any of them. It was like yesterday that I got on V Rising. And after like just running around for 20 minutes, I was like, why am I on this game? So I got on Monster Hunter. I did a hunt, and I tried Arch-Tempered Ray Dow in an SOS flare, and 3 of my teammates died. Technically, the bow user died twice, and the longsword user died once. And it was like, the only thing to do, it feels, is Ray Dow. But this sucks. So I got off. And then I did, I haven't even been on Last Epoch in like a week. I got on Spirit Tracks. And I need to go to the Fire Temple. Which to do that, I have to go to the Snow Biome. So to do that, from the forest, I had to go through the forest to snow to fire. And after like just 10 minutes of riding the train, I was like, I don't want to play this game. Hi, Blesky. And so I just like closed that. And like, it was just like, man, I don't really feel like doing anything. Yesterday, I didn't do anything productive. We literally did our walk. I took a nap. And then I just watched clips of anime while kind of being in V Rising for like hours. Like 6 hours yesterday. And I was in such a mood of like, dude, there's nothing I want to do. That Hainomasu course started. And I like didn't show up for the first hour. Glad you got a nap. I need one as well. Hell yeah. Yulind Dusty, Hoi Bean, how are you? Sounds like you need to shake it up. I just need something new. I just need something like either a new game or a game that I haven't played in a while. I don't know. The other option is just, while I'm in this rut and I don't want to play games, put all my time into productive shit. Put it all into avatar work or recording videos. Beauty spotted. Are they like the ones they use for movie making for SG? Sort of. They're Vive trackers. And so Vive trackers, I think they were created to like, hello. I think they were created to like just track objects in a 3D space. So people would put them on like pipes, or just things that like they needed it to know if it was moving around. And people were like, this fucking works for VR. This is fucking great for VR. So like all the, VR headset enthusiasts, Vive trackers kind of became the staple trackers. And that might have been, what they're intended for. I don't know what they're intended for, but I know they have like the 2 main uses. The extremely professional environment of like, we need a pipe, it has a lot of turbulence, we need to know if it's moving, so we're going to put a Vive tracker on it at all times. Or VR people who are like, yippee, I want legs. They are not quite like the motion capture suits. They are not like the little orbs. I think there are 3D trackers that use those orbs. But I don't think they're the popular ones, because here's the thing, Rose. A lot of people get trackers in VR just to lay down. Just for the sole purpose of laying down and like being comfortable. It does something to your brain when you lay down and prop your feet up and you can see your feet propped up. When your legs match what they're actually doing, it feel good in brain. Hi, Haxie. And so having the big orbs on your body at points is very like, well, it's hard to lay down in. Whereas like these are kind of like a plate with 3 prongs on them. Not great for laying down on, but, you know, less intrusive than the orbs. They're getting trackers that are like even less so, that are just like a flat box on you that you could totally roll over. Yeah, people want them to be comfy. Sorry I dipped without saying bye, but I told others to please do. I just need to get unsweaty, so I went and showered immediately after this. I understand that completely, Namasu. I was looking forward to taking a nap with you, but that's just me being greedy and looking forward to taking a nap with everybody. I 100% understand. That's why my breaks take so long sometimes. I'll finish walking, and I'm just like, I need a shower. I need a shower. Get me out of the sweat. I need a shower. Hi, hey, air. I'm gonna make you track my pipe. Okay, Blesky. Yippee, I can shake my ass in VR. Hi, Rose. Oh, Nia. I am going to go to virtual world to chill. Yeah. I mean, so, okay. There's 2 definitions of the word chill. There's a lot of people that they just get on VR and they literally just want to watch movies and stuff. There is a world called Popcorn Palace where you can like you can take MP4 files from your computer and stream it to that world. Oh my god, Namasu, thank you. So like I could download a movie and you 10 other people and I could go to Popcorn Palace and we could watch the movie there. And we would all be laying in VR. We would all be like, you know, some people would be cuddling, some people would, you know, be doing whatever. But we could just watch it in VR, which is my preferred way of watching movies. Because if I'm watching on my desktop, I get, like, distracted. If there's ever, like, maybe a slow part of the movie, I'll open up Reddit on the second monitor, and then I'm not paying attention. But being in VR, it kind of limits me from doing that, and I lock in on the movie, and that's all I'm doing. It's also just, you know, really nice to just fucking cuddle people while watching a movie. Thank you, Anonymous. Being in VR is like... Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Being in VR is my preferred way to watch movies. Now, there's also people that get in VR to, you know, Netflix and chill, where they are literally just looking for lewd stuff in VR. But, you know, to each their own. How was your virtual twerking? Awful. The only virtual twerking I have, Sir Noble, is, I stance up like this. I take my right controller off and put it in my left hand. And then I take the tracker on the back of my back and I just, like, do this. And so now it's like, oh my god, look at me, I'm twerking! It's such a dumb joke that people have been doing for like 5 years now. Okay, hold on. Namasu gifted a sub to Baldier. Oh boy, I bet you need a shower, you dirty boy. Not yet, we're clean now. What the? Thank you, Nomasa Cute. 200 bits. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna smack somebody. I don't know. Typically when I'm at the situation, we don't watch it. Typically when I'm in that situation, we don't watch anything. Nova's gifting to Squanderful. Oh my goodness. It's another one. Okay. What is the incline at? Is that 4? Night train, oh lord. Wait, what? I thought it was a safe place. VR chat is just a medium. It's essentially like... Think of it like Facebook, but, you know, more immersive. It can be as safe as you want it. You can surround yourself with only wholesome people, only, you know, polite and nice people. It's curated. You surround yourself with the stuff that you want it to be. You can also surround yourself with the absolutely most vile, degenerate, unhinged, debaucherous filth if you want to. just like Fortnite. Or you can go to public and get cancer. That's me. I would say I'm a middle ground. I'm typically, I talk about unhinged stuff. But like, the clothes stay on 90% of the time when I'm in VR chat. No, I'd say even more than that. Sometimes, because I take a nap in VR after every walk, sometimes I'm with people that are like, let's be naked. And I'm like, you never hear me say no. And so I'm like, okay, clothes come off. But, I always match what other people are doing. I always match, if I have somebody hanging out that's like if you were here, Rose, it'd be a pretty wholesome hobby. That's me. Unhinged and filth, you say? Yes. I haven't done any squats in like 10 minutes. It's funny, Rose. Before you met Koyo, he played a lot of VR chat. He kept himself away from like the ERP, away from the degeneracy. But he was constantly around like the chaotic stuff, the memes. You'll never see him play VR chat. But he has like 8,000 something hours in this game because he used to be turbo addicted. It used to be all he did. He lived in this game. That's what he was doing when I met him. 5. I like wholesome. However, I want to join as my male OC. You say, however, I don't think either of those are contradictory. In fact, one of the things that appeals to a lot of people for VR chat is that you can be whatever you want to be. I'm not surprised. You will find a lot of furries in this game because they can, they can be what they see themselves as. You'll get a lot of people that... Here's a funny one. You will see a lot of short people that are giant avatars. You will see a lot of tall people that are very short avatars because they like being what they don't get in outside of VR. Hi, Smug. Smug, did you beat Expedition 33? I tuned in briefly yesterday. I saw the literal boss name, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna come back later. True. Chernobyl, I believe, is tall IRL, and usually about this side, maybe about here, when he's standing next to me. Did you win? I get to tab out. Oh, hey, that's me. I compensate my smallness IRL by adjusting my height to be taller in VR chat. I'm pretty small IRL. I'm 5'7". I'm 1.5 M in VR chat, and that usually has me shorter than most people. It depends on which group I'm running with. When I'm running with Core and Chernobyl and the others, I'm like the giant in the group. It's me and Senril up here, and everyone else is a fucking munchkin. When I'm with my other group on like Saturdays, I am fucking petite compared to everybody. So I can be overconfident, flirty guy? Oh my god, yes. Who's flamboyant? Absolutely. In fact, Rose, you didn't specifically say top or bottom, but there's a lot of bottoms in VR chat. And it is an all-you-can-eat buffet for doms and tops with confidence. So, yes, you would thrive. Oh, hey, that's me. I compensate my smallness IRL by adjusting my height to be taller in VR chat. I'm 5'5", 165 cm. Try me. No, that was now the real game begins kind of moment. Oh, okay. Smug hug. I think I have one more. I have a question for you, Rose. How long can you plank? 5. My record for planking is 5 minutes 30 seconds. I feel like I could go longer, but I haven't. I haven't like tested it. Or I'll play this Osu so I can be bottom. Wait, I mean top. I see. What time is it? Oh, I just missed 35:30. Okay. I'm waiting 25 seconds. I really need to get into this VR chat thing. Baldur, I've seen you on VR chat. I got confidence and dominant and ready to eat. Don't attempt to prove me wrong because I will buckle so fast. 10 minutes? No shot you can plank for 10 minutes. I mean, if you actually can, holy cow, that's impressive. 36 minutes. We're going to 39. 3 minutes of planking. Rose, 10 minutes of planking is so long. Okay. We're at 20 seconds. It's funny, Smug. Literally everybody is playing that game. Boss is playing it, Kairo's playing it, Oku's playing it, Ants is playing it, you're playing it. I think I'm forgetting someone. I have seen like 2 or 3 of the cutscenes. Oh, Kuro is playing it. I've seen like 2 of the cutscenes. Legit 5 times. Tried it once. It was wildly confusing. No, I just missed it. Start over. Hi, Trogdor. Yes, I can. I have a strong core. That's crazy. Going to be Game of the Year. Everyone should play it. I'm hoping Wilds is Game of the Year, but I'm kind of starting to think it's going to be Expedition 33. If GTA came out, GTA was going to clear everything, but it got delayed. Hi, Octomage. Wait, what game are you talking about? Expedition 33. My sensei got karate. He used to make us do it. Yeah, GTA for sure. Keep it straight. It is straight. Halfway there. 1 minute, 30 seconds down. Keep it tight. 1 minute, 30 seconds down. 80 seconds to go. You got it. How tight? Oh my goodness. 60 seconds. Yulind, since you're planking expert, I'll defer to your judgment on the matter. It's not... I'm not the planking expert. Rose can do it for 10 minutes, apparently. Not laying up. Hi, Elder. 30 more seconds. Wait, like Rose Duelist? Yes. Yes. That is a friend I've met through Koyo streams. And we play Repo every Wednesday. But she plays a lot of, other stuff with Koyo. They play the... Oh, what's the cafe game? What's the cooking game? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's played up. Can you judge their planking technique? They play a lot of played up? Yes. Wiggle that head. Where we meet the plank queen. Overcook. Overcook is like the original cooking cafe game, but I think Plate Up... What's the difference between Plate Up and Overcook? Plate Up is like... Overcooked is like you do set kitchens, and Plate Up is you decide the kitchen, right? It's not nap time yet. Oh, it's nap time for a minute. Just a minute. He's been yumshit. Plate Up has fun Twitch integration. It's less stressful. Speaking of Plate Up and Overcook, last night on Core stream, we actually did a little bit of Overcooked. Where am I? There. The map is by jar. Kitchen cooks. So this map here, Kitchen Cooks, it's by jar. This is like the VR chat version of Plate Up. It can get really fucking hard and difficult. There's some VR shenanigans to work with. We spent a lot of time making pizzas. So the pizzas, you had to get the dough, you had to fucking roll it out, then you had to get cheese, chop that up. Cheese went on every pizza. You had to get a tomato, boil that into sauce, spread that on the pizza. Then you could cook that in the oven, and you have a cheese pizza. The alternative was pepperoni pizza, where you take salami, dice that up, put that on the pizza, and then put that in the oven. Long process for a dish, not the most complicated. There's other dishes that are like way harder. But we were trying to do it with me, Pixel, Dynasty, Cassidy, and Core. And I felt like Core was bad at pulling them out of the oven. And Cassidy, Dynasty, and Pixel, with their jobs, they were all doing fine individually. The cohesion between them was like, oh my god, I need some consistency here. And then I was the one assembling everything, and my last thing was putting it in the oven. Plate Up is fun Twitch integration, less stressful. I remember playing that when I was an Oculus player. Fun world, same. Pizza without pep is Sag. There's always needs to be a leader, I feel like. Someone to triage tasks. We had enough people that we legitimately could have had one person at each station and just been throwing around the kitchen. Which, the first time I've ever been to that map, is what I saw. The first time there, it was like 20 people on the map, and people were just like doing shit and throwing shit everywhere. And it was like, oh my god, where's the fun in that? Oh, it's way more chaotic, Trogdor. It is so chaotic. Having a guy just at the like cheese and onion shelf and just being like, cheese, throwing it across the room. It is absolutely wild when you play that way. You guys wait here. I've been talking for 40 minutes. I need to change my trackers. Is there enough to hide here? I think so. Take me with you and leave chat. But where's the fun in that? Keep yapping. Octal, you know you can join. Ow. Okay. Are you guys ready for the stupidest thing you're gonna hear all day? I've been having trouble with my trackers lately. The Velcro on them is dead, right? It's not sticking. So I went upstairs to get some bobby pins. I could not find bobby pins. You wanna know what I did find? I found paper clips. Not like not like the Windows like paperclip assistant paperclip. I mean the ones that look like the little black briefcase. I am holding my trackers together with little briefcase binder clips. I have binder clips on my track belts right now. And it hurts a little bit because when I twisted them around, I just felt the metal drag across the skin. I was like, ow, shit, that hurts. I have fucking binder clips on my track straps right now. Is that a challenge? Because it's not Velcro brand. Relatable. I just had to replace my ankle straps. Who's Bobby and why are you pinning them? Okay. Hi, Jer. Freaking Velcro was just dead. Oh, binder clips. The Velcro is not the bad part. It's the soft part that the Velcro attaches to. That part is, like, not sticking anymore. But let's get walking. Today's Friday, right? Need to come over here. Oh. Did I not? I didn't make this local. Default. Flying. I set up this camera, and apparently I just got distracted and set it up wrong. Tracker? Oh, my arm's in the way. Okay. Like, why isn't that tracking? Okay. We gotta bring this here. Hi, Haley lover. Bring this over here. Pause that. And let's get walking. We're walking through the Undercity. It's, the starting city for undead players. What trackers are you using? It looks so cool. I am using Vive 3.0s. I've had them for about a year. Hi, Sammy. When I got them, they lasted about 7 hours. I have used them so much their battery life is about 5 hours now. And so I have gotten track strap battery packs. And these things will last like 20 hours now. Friday, Yulind. I was just checking. No, it's not Friday, it's Saturday. It's not Friday at all. Wait, if it's Saturday, where is everybody? I feel like I should have people here with me if it's Saturday. Sunday? Silence, Australian. Another walk with our good boy. Oh boy, walk in time, wait. I would expect a lot of people to be hungover today. I would expect a lot of people to, have been online drinking last night. But I still feel like there's typically a lot of people here on Saturdays. Wonder where everybody is. It's Mother's Day weekend? Yeah, but is that gonna keep people off of, like, VR chat on Saturday? Maybe Saturday night. Because Sunday is Mother's Day. Tomorrow. Yes? I'm gonna say that sounds weird to me, but... there's not many people here with me, so... You can't silence me. You don't have enough gym badges. No, it's Wednesday today. My sleep schedule is fine. Why do you ask? I have to pay respect to my mother and my mommy. What are you doing for Mother's Day? I'm calling my mom tomorrow. My parents are out of town. My parents are in Florida until the 18th. The 18th, they come back. And that's not really going to change much for me. It is going to mean that, I can't walk between my room and the bathroom naked anymore. I'll have to have clothes on more, but that's fine. Boo. And by that I mean the one in VR chat. Yeah? Do we have to get you something tomorrow? No. No, you don't. You don't ever have to get me anything. Okay, but what are we doing? You are naked in your own house? That's wild. Most of the time, no, Octal. I'm actually, as much as I like... I feel like I'm not supposed to talk about this stuff when Rose is here, because she's such a wholesome and nice and say-so person. As much as I like being seen naked, I don't like just being naked. And so most of the time, I've got clothes on. I go to bed with clothes. I'm never just like vibing naked. I feel like vulnerable. This man streams naked. I don't. I'm in underwear and a t-shirt. What's that meme? Never nude. I'm with you there. It's crazy, Octal. As long as you don't shower in clothes like Tobias. Showering in clothes is unhinged. Wasn't the case for Metroid? I was only naked in Metroid for like 5 minutes, okay? It wasn't that long. Too long, didn't read you use a slut. Wait, you're not naked all the time? Underwear and t-shirt, I can make that work. I shower in clothes, it saves water washing myself in my clothes at the same time. Specifically what will have to change is, let's say there's a day where I'm like, shaving. Sometimes what I'll do is like, I'm shaving my legs, I've got my electric razor. Sometimes I will shave in my room. I'll like be watching Twitch while I shave my legs. And I'll go back and forth between my room and the bathroom to like, you know, clean out the razor. And I'm not putting clothes on every time to do that. When they're here, I will be putting clothes on to walk back and forth there. You'd be the one who'd do that smile. I'm not shaving you. What's that supposed to mean? Electric razor? Nah, you should switch to an LG. What is an LG razor? Am I blanking on that? Should I know what that is? And I'm just like, I don't know off the top of my head. Also, we're supposed to have incline. We're supposed to have 4 incline. Razer is in the gaming peripherals. Gah. I hate Razer Zwei. I hate that brand so much. I hate them because I loved them. When I used Razer mice, they were so good. Specifically the Death Adder, which has 6 side buttons. To me, that is like my favorite mouse. That will forever be just, this was the best mouse to me. And then they discontinued it. They started making the Trinity. I hate the Trinity. I hate the Trinity mouse so much. I've gotten like 2 and both of them have broken within 3 months. Electric razor. You should swap to me plucking each hair. If somebody wanted to sit there for hours and tweeze every hair on my body while I did fucking other things to entertain myself, I would not be against that. I feel like waxing would be a whole shit ton faster, but I'm not going to do it. Trogdor, I have never asked you to do this. What is this bit? You fucking freak. I have a keyboard from them that had it for so long I've worn the logo off the handrest through. They discontinued Plus. Fucking Razer killed their quality control. Dude, it's so depressing, Pixel. I volunteer as tribute, chat. Speaking of lewd stuff, do we go over the throne suggestions? Because you guys put a bunch of fucking silly ones again. It's so depressing because I used to recommend Razer mice left and right. Cooldown over. Trogdor, I'm gonna fucking bonk you, Trogdor. I'm gonna fucking bonk you. Throne suggestions from yesterday. A $45 G-string. Who the fuck is selling G-strings for $45? That's so expensive for barely any clothing. That is like less than a hand towel. That is insane. I rejected this one on principle. $45 for a G-string is... that's insane to me. A DVA bodysuit. So Diva from Overwatch. The cowkini. A literal cow bikini. A bunny tail plug. This one is fucking wild. A tracer tracking collar. $45 for dental floss. Yes. A tracer tracking collar. So this is like a collar. Hi, Kumi. With a fucking air tag in it. So somebody could track where I go. Which is like, holy moly. What would be the point of this? It's just gonna show me in my room all day. Here was a fucking wild one. Jurassic cock dinosaur. So this was a dinosaur-themed dildo. But not like, hey, you're a monster fucker. Here's a, you know, T-Rex themed dildo as if you were taking it from a T-Rex. No, no, no. Nothing like that. It's a normal human-shaped dildo with, like, dinosaur legs and a tail. Like, replace the body of a velociraptor with a dick. What did I join into? Hi, Joe. We're going over throne suggestions, Joe. Jurassic cock dinosaur. I walked away for 5 minutes. This was the stupidest thing I've seen in a while. Jurassic cock dinosaur. I laughed at this. This thing was fucking funny. Midnight foxtail plug. Neat. Beaded glass rose dildo. Did you accept the suggestion? No. Beaded glass rose dildo. This looks like a rose in a vase. I said no on this one. I was tempted, but I said no on this one. Damn, would have got... Joe, you 100% would have gotten this. Gimme just subscribed for 7 months. Is that a Matthews? Oh, it is. Okay. Coward. That's how some people draw furry penises. Good lord. Welcome to Yulind Stone Suggestions. The only thing more out of pocket than women's trousers. Good lord. I will do it, get bored 20 hours in, then just shave you. See, for the mouse I adore, that I can never get in. Bring it to, believe it or not, the OG Cataclysm mouse. Took a bit to get used to its size. Once I did, I love that thing. Also, thank you, Matthews. What else you got? I was typing it. That's fair. That's fair. Inertia VR motion capture gloves. I didn't know what to say about this. It kind of seemed like a real suggestion, but also just not something I really want. I rejected it. I rejected all of these except the Diva bodysuit and the Cowkini. I didn't accept those two yet. I feel like I gotta make you guys wait on clothes a little bit because I'm so far behind on clothes that I gotta get you guys to stop buying clothes. Hold on. Could you say the large finger on the gloves to track, you know? There are other ways to track that, Zvi. damn nothing survived. 2 things survived. Just, you know, not right away. So no dinosaur penis on Blue Twitch. No dinosaur penis on Blue Twitch. It's so silly, Smile. It's so just like... You look at it and it's just like, oh god. Monster fucker dildo. And then you look at it more and you're like, wait, hold on. Why does it have fucking legs? Why can I stand this thing up, huh? It's so ridiculous. Yeah. That was the throne stuff. I would like to take more pictures for Blue Twitch today. Specifically the nipple suckers. I had initially taken pictures with them, well, sort of. I forgot to take pictures of them. I took videos with them and then I didn't like the videos, so. I'll take pictures of those today. And if I don't drag my feet, I'll post them today. The real trick would be if it had a T-Rex shaped sheath, so you could hide it in plain sight. That would be wild. That would be wild, just like, have it on a shelf, and a friend's kid grabs it and, like, unsheaths it, and it's like, what the? This isn't how the dinosaur looks. And you're just standing there just like, Don't lie to me. I'm not lying. I'm not saying for certain I will. I'm saying I'm gonna try. But fucking, don't give me that. Pay your taxes, damn it. Pay your taxes so we have beach day tomorrow. I swear. Ideally, we have beach days on Sundays. No, I'm evading. I mean, for all we know, T-Rexes didn't have sheaths and just ran around with floppy human-shaped penises. Dildo is extremely accurate. Don't listen to Yulind. Only 81%. Beach days are Sundays, really match. If you guys don't pay your taxes, it's not going to be Sunday. It needs 29K more. It needs 15 people to pay today. Hi, Yuki. But pressing the redeem is so taxing. Oh my goodness. Never pay taxes. Hi, Yulind, bye, Yulind. Bye, Yuki. I've never paid taxes. I'll help this once. I appreciate it. I did my part. I like having beach days on weekends, because that's when the most people can join. When beach day is like Tuesday or Wednesday, it's like, that's a lot less people than we would like. Unfortunate. Less people can join it. Hi, Lunny. I'll pay taxes if beach days didn't have the shorts. Chogdor, I literally cannot do beach days without shorts. I potentially could if I got more outfits. But you gotta understand, the bikini bottoms I have with that outfit are obscene. Elsewhere you can? No, I don't think I could even wear those in like a pools and beaches scenario. Hi, Divana. Skirts? For beach day. A beach skirt would be nice, but elsewhere you can, another website. I could there. Yes. I'm fairly certain we know T-Rex had an actual jawed skull, not just a massive bell end. Not a paleontologist, though. Hi, Cairo. Good morning, Oofy. I didn't see you at all yesterday. Core didn't do puzzles. We actually did world hopping. And then I fell asleep with her. And then it was like 2 or 3 a.m. and I got out of VR and it was like, man, I didn't see anyone else today. I didn't see you either. Yeah. Now you're just bragging? What do you mean I'm just bragging? Here's the thing, Trogdor. With Core VR Chat Night, I was there. Okay, yes. I was talking about Core because it's Core's thing. It was Core, Pixel, and Kosen and I that fell asleep. Pixel's doing the "What about me?" Pixel was there. When I used to join Core, 2 years ago, it was just world hopping. And I would stay the whole time. We would start at 8. I would get out at, 11 to 12. Yada yada. Sometimes we would do, we would watch food videos. The past year, the group has changed a lot. And they do a lot of puzzle maps lately. And they're the type of puzzle maps that I don't really like. And so I find myself joining a lot less. Here's the other thing. If they're not doing puzzle maps, they're talking about roleplay. And I'm super happy that they're all having that much fun with roleplay. I love it that, they roleplay 5 nights a week. And then when they're not role-playing, they're talking about role-playing and what the stuff they've set up. But for me personally, who has no involvement, it's like not knowing World of Warcraft at all. And the nerds are talking about World of Warcraft for 3 hours straight. And it's just like, I want to do anything else. RP is not my thing. I have zero interest in that. I have roleplayed in the past. I have an appreciation for it. I think roleplay is undeniably fun to be a part of. But I know myself. I know that I do not like being a part of roleplay. And so I will never join it. And I also just have trouble watching it. Yeah, we know their skull. But how can we be sure about the shape of their fuck muscle? After it got space rocked. I was there, you saw me. T-Rex had afros that no one could tell me different. They actually found a dinosaur recently. That was like an embryo that was preserved. So we have a really good, I think it was covered in feathers. I think there's a lot more confidence in the feathers argument now. Never included, chat. Different. And food videos. Yulind always escapes before cuddles. Love Core, I just don't have the energy to examine every texture in ARG maps for 6 hours. Yeah, RP's not my thing. It doesn't stop you from talking about WoW. And I listen in. I'm kind of just using that as an example, Octal. Where it's like, imagine somebody talking about something that you just have no interest in, and they go on it for hours. There's some people that, I can listen to them talk about it. I have listened to Core and the group talk about roleplay for 4 hours. But I'm at a point where I'm exhausted from it. I'm at a point where, I hear about roleplay, and I start looking for other things to do. Mini golf already takes enough out of me. And that's at least some physical. Simply play the RP. You know what this sounds like. That's how I feel during every Yulind stream. Okay, ow, Yuki. That fucking hurts. Oh, I love those streams where you talk about WoW when I've never played it. Staying up late for those streams are great for me. Sounds like when I first met you and everything I would hear you talk about is stuff like, I don't know what that is. Doesn't like RP, but RP's as a walker every day? What the? Me with D&D? Yulind hates roleplay? That's not what I said. Hi, Dingo. Hi, Bingo. Here's me with roleplay. I did roleplay on WoW private servers. 16 years ago. It was a lot of fun. I look back at the stories we were telling, I'm like, holy shit, that was cringe. But I had a lot of fun. How do you ERP if you hate the roleplay part? I don't hate the roleplay part, Trogdor. I had a lot of fun. Since then, I have done much smaller roleplay things. I've done a one-shot D&D campaign. I have done, like, a few small groups of roleplay in, like, World of Warcraft and WildStar. And, a lot of text-based ERP. And I have discovered that while I'm always super excited to set up this stuff, I want out of it really quickly. So, like, with D&D, the first week, I would be so excited. It was all I could think about. It was like, dude, I'm so excited. I'm there. It's like the funnest 4 hours ever. Oh, what the fuck? I recognize 2 of the names. Okay. That's 9. Oh, God. Thank you. Thank you, Danny. 4 degrees too low? You just raised it 5. Hi, Shion. With the first week, it was like all I could think about. I was so excited to do a roleplay. The second week, I'm still excited. I'm like, I really want to be there. It's all I want to do. I remember you in the mountains. Okay. We did get 200 bits earlier from Nomasu. With Kumi's 100, that makes it a full incline. So now we're at 10. Oh god, today's gonna be a day. The second day of roleplay, I'm like still invested. I'm still having a lot of fun. The third day of roleplay, I'm like, I'm good. I'm kind of just checked in. I'll check things like Reddit. I'm there and I'm still participating, but I got my mind on other things. The fourth week of roleplay, 20 minutes in, I have the thought, how much longer do I have to be here? Which is very much a thought of, I don't really want to be here. I'd rather be doing other things. I'm only here because I feel obligated to. And that's how roleplay always goes for me. I'm super excited to set up. It's literally like setting up Skyrim mods. You spend 2 weeks setting up the mods to play for 2 hours. That's me with a roleplay. I'm so excited about setting it up. I'm so excited about thinking and creating cool storylines. And then actually playing them, I'm like, I'm bored. Laser focus on the E. You'll never ERPs with me, smug. I play SS14 on a medium roleplay server and I love it. Want to get deep into the world and immerse myself? 4 degrees too low, rise. Hi, Yulind. Hi. I remember you in the mountains. Almost max, but not quite. Tappies. Why am I the top bits leader? For the week. Yulind has to train to get cuddles. You simp for the walk, boy. Dingo, you're not supposed to say it like that. Hi, Archangel. Spending 2 weeks of trying to find the mod that fucks up your sex more pack just for it to take up 1.5 terabytes of space. Good lord. My ERP with Yulind. You'll be wishing to be anywhere else but with me. That's not what I said, smile. Oh my goodness. I need advice. I'm 20 minutes into my date with Yulind, and he already seems bored. If that's your style, then may I suggest, like, higher quality story one-shots? If you ever try RP again. Sounds like more your style. Here's the thing, Pixel. I have gotten that suggestion many, 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 many times. I don't care about one-shots. The only thing that gets me excited is a big, long campaign. But I don't care about a one-shot. A one-shot is like, who cares? That's like 1 day. That's nothing. So I don't get excited for it. I care about, like, a big, long campaign that's gonna take multiple sessions. And those first 3 sessions, they're a blast. I love them. But by the 4th one, I'm like, alright, I'm bored. It's me being stupid. I don't know if there's a good solution to it. I have never gotten into a one-shot pixel. Have you ever tried writing? Not extensively. What else is new? I want a year-long campaign that I'm never gonna finish. Yulind is the peak 4X gamer. Sounds like you may just not enjoy role-playing games. 1,000 needles. Okay. Oh god. There's a hair right in the eye. My headset, did I get it? It is poking my eyelids. Well, I don't feel it now. Oh, that's too many needles. It's okay, Zvi. Half the needles are gone because they got flooded in Cataclysm. Sounds like you may just not enjoy role-playing games. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would, but what I want from them just doesn't work. What I want from them is nonsensical. I want the excitement, the setup, the hype of a year-long campaign, but I want it in a one-shot. But I cannot get that level of hype for a one-shot. It's just my brain being difficult. You does do writing? You actually write so many fanfics? Yulind likes the idea of long-form roleplay, but loses interest quickly. Then how about a hybrid of both? Long campaigns that play out in 3 episodes then? Then somewhere in the same world? Per se, but also somewhat unrelated, an additional 3 episodes? Then they all come together in a grandiose, climactic 3 episodes? Like Star Wars? I don't know if that's a real suggestion, Pixel, or just a Star Wars reference. It's too much effort. I get to a point where it's just like, okay, this just isn't a thing I enjoy. And people like try really hard to get me into it. And they're like, okay, what if we don't do a one-shot, but we do like a dynamic 3-episode thing where we do 3 episodes and then like, you know, based on if you want to continue, we do potentially 2 more. And I'm just like, no. What if I just didn't do this? What if I just played Path of Exile 2? Well, but you could be playing Dungeons and Dragons with us. I was like, I could be playing Path of Exile with you. And it's like, it's one of those things that it's not D&D or nothing. It's this cool thing or 7 other cool things. I'm not going to go through a lot of effort to have fun playing D&D. I've tried in the past. Yeah. See, my argument with D&D is that I would only join a D&D session as a one-shot character. Someone else's campaign, I want to be an NPC. Yeah, that's it. Give me a kiss goodnight, please. Good night, smile. Thank you for stopping by. Mwah. Good job today. Hi, Lugs. Lugs, have you done much Dungeons and Dragons? I took too long. I saw that the speakeasy was going last night. I thought about joining to say hi. But I was spending time with a friend that... Nope, it was not. Oh, it was just a speakeasy group? Okay. I was spending time with someone that used to be somebody I spent like 7 nights a week with. And now it feels like I only see them once a week. I just don't want to commit to this nonsense. Yulind wants 2 diametric opposites. It's a Yulind thing, not the game. And that's not meant to sound mean. No, that's exactly what it is, Kimmy. That doesn't sound mean. It is a me thing. It is me that is creating this problem and making it difficult to enjoy this thing. Nothing against the game. I mean, make it soft end then? Like, pick it up when you don't want to sort of deal. That's why it's segmented. Just a suggestion. Pixel. I kind of tried to give you a hint of, like, there's no suggestion you can give that works. It just doesn't work for me. And if anything, it gets a little bothersome with how pushy people can be with it. And you're kind of in the RP crowd right now, where you're having a lot of fun with it, and it feels like you really want to make it work, and it's like, it just don't. Oh no, I took too long. Nope, it was not. I've done some really fun D&D campaigns, but Cyberpunk is a way better role-playing game for me. I'm stealing this idea, by the way. Future's way cooler. Oh no, I'm just spitballing ideas. I'm not trying anything. Lugs. They gave me 10 incline. I was just watching Minecraft movie with friends last night. Ah, hell yeah. I was doing World Hop with my friend Core. I don't know if you've ever met Corvu. We're world hopping worlds. Whoa. What was my hand doing there? Jumping around. Then we fell asleep in a really comfy one. Only 10, calm down. 10 is right there with 12, Trogdor. 10 is, like, not way easier than 12. I know you hate being in the RPs. I'm just in the creative mood. Guys, the more we suggest stuff, Yulin's adding another month to not doing RP. Basically. Soda just joined me, so we were talking. Do now, LOL? Hell yeah. Core mentioned. Says the guy who cries with 2 extra minutes planking. Yes! Yes! Literally yes! This reminds me. I've gotten around to looking up the Star Trek tabletop RPG rule set. Yeah? Is there anything crazy there? I remember I played some Pokemon tabletop RP game, and that was dope. Rolling dice to battle and catch Pokemon? I have played that, Octal, but the drinking game. So the drinking game version of it is, you start, roll a dice. If it's 1 or a 2, you get a Bulbasaur. If it's 3 or 4, you get a Squirtle. If it's 5 or 6, you get a Charmander. If it's odds, take a shot. If it's evens, take 2 shots. That's like how you start the game, and it's stuff like that. And you go around the board. I think it's a 3 spiral. The drinking game is based on the board game? Yeah. Oh shit, that sounds awesome. It's gnarly, Octal Mage. There is one space that you can land on. That's like, and I think you have to stop on. I think this is a space that you have to stop at. It's the SSN. You have to roll the dice twice. And the first dice you roll is how many turns you skip at the SSN. So if you roll a 1, you skip 1 turn. The second dice you roll is how many shots you take each time you skip a turn at the SSN. So the worst possible combination is 6-6. Skip 6 turns, and each time you skip a turn, take 6 shots. I just wish Yulind was doing me, though. Yeah? Shit, that sounds awesome. Pokemon Liver Destroying Edition? I'd play with Red Bull. That's Heart Destroying Edition, Jesus. That's also on the first loop. That's like, you start at the bottom left, you go up, you go side, you go down. It's on halfway through the down side of the first loop. Also, the fucking fair hair under my ear. I need to cut my hair. My hair is getting way too fucking long. Out of character for you, Yulind version ruined? Is that out of character for me? Cairo. What was I gonna tell Cairo? Oh yeah, Cairo. I've been having problems with my track straps lately, right? I have found a temporary solution for them today. I couldn't find bobby pins, so I found binder clips. I have a binder clip on each track strap right now. You know the binder clips that look like a little black briefcase? How many dice rolls to kill Gary, aka Buttweed? On the SS, and I don't think you fight him there. How can you be a femboy with short hair? What? No. Okay. I see what you're saying. You can be a femboy with short hair. You could be a bald femboy. However, I want to cut the hair around my ears. I don't want to cut all of it. Another good idea is that every time you do a loop, you could add a Jaeger bomb. You don't need to with the Pokemon drinking game, Pixel. I promise you, you do not need to. Killers Eradicate, never got that haircut you were talking about before then? No, I did not. Bad RP, SMH, strap on, oh god. Non-bottom, Yulind equals fail RP. Let's go, we love ghetto SVR setups, yes. I work in an office, you goon. I wanted to just clarify. It was addressed to you, but it was for everybody. Easily. Yulind going to shave bald? Hell no. Oh god, is that a fucking Aozora emote? Not enough alcohol always. I'm goonin'. I work in an office, you goon. I'm goonin'. Good lord, Pixel. Good lord. We're at 146k. If you guys want beach day tomorrow, you gotta pay taxes. More of you gotta pay up. 148. Never. What the fuck, Sir Noble? I want beach day when you can be here and show off your banana hammock. I don't want it on Monday. I want 200 milligrams of caffeine. Boy, Sir Noble, you can claw these points from my cold dead hand. Hi, sleepies. I need a drink. I didn't do shit yesterday, guys. I literally woke up from the nap. I watched Cairo stream. I played V Rising and watched anime clips for like 6 hours. I didn't do shit. Gotta save up for the day Yulind had to joke redeem. He thinks no one can afford. What else is new? That sounds like something. I don't like it when I do days where I don't do anything. I really like days where I do like at least one thing productive. Makes me feel good. I feel guilty if I just take a rest day. Bro, every time I play Expedition 33, I just have more questions. You know, I ran out of trail mix some time ago. I'm starving. See, that's the thing I could do. I could commission Jack for a new sub icon. I should probably get 2. Because we are getting up to 2 years. We are getting up to 2nd stream anniversary. Which still feels crazy. I still feel like I've only been doing this like 6 to 8 months. When it's like, no, it's been 20 months, it's like, fucking what? No way. It's so funny, Cairo. I know exactly where everybody is because I've seen the cutscene so many times that even though I haven't played it, I just know the signs for where people are. Smug is the furthest. He is literally fought redacted. I used to think Foss was really far because he's played twice for like 12 hours straight. But he does so much grinding and side content. He literally is like one of the least progressed. I think Ants is by far the least because he's only streamed it one day and he stream locked himself with it. You're a decent way in. Oku is finished. There's like 2 people I'm forgetting. Kuro is blazing through it because he's skipping side content. Everyone listen to me. Too long have the bikinis been used to hold us hostage for our precious steps. Well, no more. These pushy tax collections have gone too far. Join me in throwing all the femboys, insert beverage here, into the swimming pool. I mean, you can, Zwei. Just, you know, you won't get beach days. I'm not holding them. I'm not, like, dangling them in front of you. You are buying them. I can't just give you a beach day if you don't pay for it. That's not how it works. I literally use the taxes to fund the beach day. If I don't have the money from the taxes, I can't buy a beach day. I already get my favorite days for free. Game trailer day. Sounds messed up, Dingo. Sounds messed up to be like, I get mine. Fuck everyone else. That sounds messed up. He's just going to script it to be the shortest beach day? I have literally never scripted a beach day. Taxes for game trailer days soon, just wait. Yeah, but consider this, I'm Dingo. If I could change the amount you guys give for community goals, I would have like 5 community goals going at any one time. I'd have a beach day goal for 100 points a day. I'd have a game trailers goal for 100 points a day. I don't know what else I would have. All beach days are scripted, chat? Literally none of them are. Oh my god, Yulind hates saving. No. What did I just say, Dingo? If I could change the points that you guys could pay. I don't like that you guys pay 2,000 for beach days. If I had my way, I would limit the community goal stuff to 100. I'd make it so that it's like, beach day is only 100. And I would charge like, 10,000 for it. That way it would just be 100 redeems for a beach day. That way you guys would be free to spend your points on accessories or hoarding them. I don't like 2,000 a day for beach days. That's a lot. Month-long goal for Yulind to work on Blue Twitch. That is a redeem we could have. A month-long goal. Have a Blue Twitch stream. What I would probably do with that one, Trogdor. Hi, Safi. Time for breakfast? Already makes trailer day on time. Oh my god, this guy. Chad, I hate this guy. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy, chat. We'll form a new elected femboy and fund beach days for all beach days. Every day, we'll print our own steps and bikini ourselves. End of joke. You're gonna find out why that I wasn't that bad. I was no tyrant. The leaders of your rebellion, they're gonna become just as bad as me. They're gonna demand more in taxes. Yulind vs. Cairo in the mud wrestling match of the century. He's so bad, chat. I'm gonna put up a redeem that when you guys pay it, Cairo buys me a game. That's what we'll do. New community goal. Cairo's money. 50,000 points. And Cairo spends money on me. I like this community goal. What the fuck? Spank him, I mean what? Well, now, I'll start my own beach day. With blackjack and hookers. Matter of fact, forget the beach day. Cairo, I love you. Honestly, if you had a redeem that involved me, I would accept it, but not that. So personally, Cairo, I hate redeems like that. People have tried to include me in subathon goals, where it's like, hey, so if we reach 25 subs, we'll do this. At 50 subs, we'll do this. 75, we'll do this. 100 subs, we'll do this. 150 subs, Yulind does this. At 200 subs, I do this. And I'm like, okay, am I getting 20% of the proceeds from this? And they're like, what? No. And I'm like, but I'm part of the reward? Well, I mean, I just thought it'd be something chat wants to see. Oh yeah, chat wants to see it. I don't want to do it. I have had to have that conversation with a streamer that, like, put me as a subathon goal. I am strongly against making your friends or your mods or other people part of your rewards, especially if it's a monetized thing. Now, if they're okay with it and you talk about it beforehand, hell yeah. Sure. Right? Like, I could say, guys, we're gonna have a subathon goal, and at 80 subs, Cairo and I play Plate Up. Right? If I said that to Cairo, Cairo's gonna be like, fucking yeah, let's fucking go, I'm totally down to play Plate Up. But I devil gated. If it's something like at 200 subs, Cairo will do the Super Bean Boozled challenge. That's where he takes 20 Bean Boozles, melts them together in a big clump, and eats them all at once. So give me 200 subs and Cairo will eat the Mega Bean. How does that sound, guys? I feel like Cairo would be like, yeah, hey, what the fuck? Game of his choice, though? So many JRPGs. The game thing is only for gambling between me and you? Yes. Sounds great, I'm surprised Cairo already agreed to that in writing. Sarcasm. If we get 200 subs, Cairo will do a backflip in VR chat. Cairo just does that willingly. In fact, there's times where Cairo's like, hey, can I show you my backflip? And it's like, we're not really doing that right now, Cairo. We're kind of just comfy watching videos, and Cairo's like, check this out. And he does a backflip, and you're like, cool, Cairo. Thanks. Shaboy gunnery. There goes my subathon plans. 3 subs to me, and Yulind will do a cartwheel on stream. I mean, without discussing it first. Yeah, the person that I got mad at didn't discuss it with me. It was like 150 subs, and they'll bring me through a horror map. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Played up. At 200 subs, Yulind will show his bare ass on stream. Don't tell Yulind. Pout. Pat. Is this just a Yulind thing? Is what a Yulind thing? Cairo's cool for real. Oh my god. We are at 2.2 miles. We are cruising. But also, oh my god, I'm tired. My sleep schedule is so fucked, guys. Cairo is purple. You is yellow. No one can tell me different. I did used to have a yellow name in chat for like 5 years. My name was yellow in Twitch chat. Because the character Edna, which Yulind comes from, is blonde. Cairo being purple, that's a little crazy to me. That's the one that I'm like, I don't see this, huh? Blonde Lynn, this is unacceptable. I have dark brown hair IRL. I used to be blonde. I was born with super bright blonde hair. And it just gradually became dark brown over the years. What's a story that I have for you guys? It was, who was it yesterday? We were talking about Say Maxwell. I think it was Lego Kyle that knew the song. I don't think he's awake yet. But Say Maxwell came out with a song yesterday. It was a Hell of a Boss song remix. And like, I checked their channel, I was like, has this dude not made anything in like a year? No, he's actually been making stuff like on the month. Which is like, oh. I just haven't seen the like last 8 fucking things he made. It's so unacceptable. Your own body changed at IRL. My understanding, Dingo, is that that's not super uncommon for blonde hair. For it to just get darker over time. I've always had dark brown hair. But as a kid, it would turn bleach blonde in the sunlight. Occasionally cause problems IDing me. That could also be part of it, right? I got a lot more sunlight as a kid. When I was in elementary school through high school... Well, okay, when I was in elementary school, I literally played on the playground. It'd be a Saturday. My friend Kyle would come over, and we'd go play in the park or in the street. Middle school, high school, it was all video games. I would eat outside at the lunch tables. College, I was only outside walking back and forth between classes. And then, you know, you look at today, I go outside to go to the grocery store once a week. So my hair might still be super blonde if I just spent more time outside. But you know, fuck that. Brunette Lind would also be hot. Yeah, I was born with blonde and it quickly turned brown. I gotta fix something with my headset. Feels like I just have a hair poking my forehead. This feels very weird with my trackers in my hands right now. Okay. I think I got all the hair out from under my forehead. Wind dyeing pink. Harry? I don't like the way you said that, Pixel. Okay, back to walking. These binder clips holding up exceptionally well. I don't really feel them, and my trackers have not fallen off today. So hell yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that as a win. Speaking of the game trailers yesterday, because we've kind of mentioned those a few times. There were kind of like 5 games I took note of. There was 3 different farming simulators that I was like, oh, this game does look good. There was the first one, Tinkerlands, which when I saw this one, I was like, oh, this looks lame. Literally just knock off Stardew Valley, who cares? Farming Simulator number 747. But it was like a 2-minute trailer where it just kept going. Like, it just kept adding more and more and more. And like, at some point, they're showing like, they've shown 25 different environments. They show a lot of combat. they showed like 10 different boss battles. And I'm sitting there going, okay, that's actually kind of fucking cool how much they're showing. So Tinkerlands was one that I saw yesterday and had my interest. There was also Pixelshire. Pixelshire was almost the same thing. Just farming sim, but it just keeps going on and on and on. It's like, wait, this seems like it has a lot of content to it. That seems kind of fucking cool. The third farming simulator game was Tales of Seikyu, which just looks like 3D Japan-themed farming simulator. Which just, I don't know. Hi, Farisu. Good job today. Every farming simulator you see is literally just like fucking country life. And I feel like it would be so easy for a game to just be like, hey, let's change up the aesthetic and that's our gimmick. It's crazy to me to think that there's really not that many Japanese-themed farming simulators. I can think of Tales of Seikyu and like one other game that I don't remember the name of. When Dying Pink, $1,500. $1,500 through PayPal, we die at pink. I remember when that happened with my Quest 2. Fuck up the little detection sensor. I have to cut my hair before getting back into VR. Bingo type of game. They don't got the farmland. They very much do. And they could do like more Japanese style farming, right? They could have a lot of rice fields, a lot of step farming. They could do stuff like that. I keep seeing something that looks like a ship landing above me. And I'm like, what the? Did somebody join on me? It's just the fucking windmill. Do they? I thought that's why they don't have a lot of livestock. I'm a step farm Yulind. It depends on the area, I believe, Octomage. They have some areas that are just garbage for farming. But they have a lot of good farming land. I don't know if they want to do much livestock, because they just don't want a Midwest situation where like 90% of a state is just livestock farming area. But they do have livestock. I mean, obviously they have livestock, right? Hi, Andre. Well, yeah. Where the fuck are the Japanese farming sims? I don't know. I'm a step farm Yulind. What the heck? We are halfway. We're at 2.5. Harvestella. Is that a Japanese-themed farming simulator, Risu? The one we saw yesterday was Tales of Seikyu. And I've seen that in one other that was like, how come there's not more of these? Usually, people are like fucking eager to make like a weeb-themed of anything. Maristella? You shut your whore mouth, Cairo. Can't wait for Yulind to hop into Farm Sim 25 and see the magic of agriculture. Harvestella is an RPG and a farming sim. Is it Japanese themed? What do you think about the GTA trailer? It was good. It looks like it's going to have a crazy story. Admittedly, it's not King Vader. It's the other guy. I'm forgetting his name. I saw a YouTube video that was like GTA 6 when it comes out. And it's this guy playing, he's like, damn, the graphics are so good. This just looks like real life. Damn, how'd they do this? And then like, the guy just starts going into doors. He's like, wait, you can just go into doors? You can just go into anybody's house. Just open it up. Okay. And then he goes into his own house. And like, literally a dude walks into his house. He's like, yo, what the fuck you doing in here? And he drops his controller. And the guy stops moving. And he's like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm controlling you? It's literally real life? They found a way to mix the two? Oh my god. And he touches the guy. And the guy goes, oh my god, what year is it? It's 2025. 2025. Oh no. Oh no, it's been 12 years. I haven't seen my family in 12 years. I don't think you're supposed to touch me. I think it's gonna get you too. And then like 2 other people start playing. And now the guy he was controlling and him are controlled as characters from 2 guys playing couch co-op. Harvestell is an RPG. What do you think about the GTA trailer? It looks good. It looks good. I am eager to see Elite play Chaos runs. That's what I want to see the most with GTA 6. I really, really want to see someone playing the 16-bit farming sim. Just a JRPG with farming. I don't remember it being GP themed, other than like the stuff you can set up for atmosphere. There's Tales of CQ, and I cannot for the life of me remember the other one. But there was this very Japanese like mythos themed farming sim where it was like the character is, you know, regularly dealing with spirits. I think they're like half human, half Tanuki ninja or something. And so they like are jumping around like cliffs and mountains to like collect stuff to bring it back to their farm. But they were also doing like certain rituals to appease certain spirits. It literally seemed like Harvest Moon meets Okami. I have no idea what that game's title was. I'd have to go finding it. Side note, I am fucking hungry. Oh my god, I want to eat something right now. What's another story that I have for you guys? Oh! For anybody that didn't see, our favorite Violet Vexen had a baby! She's no longer Pregananant. She posted a picture in the Neat Stuff channel. Violet had her baby. What's on the menu? Burrito or potato? Literally neither, Trogdor. Fuck you. Burrito is breakfast. Potatoes are dinner. No longer Frigante? What? When I finish the walk, I have a protein bar and a glass of milk. That is my reward for finishing a walk. And then, the extra food I have is throughout the day. I have 3 hard-boiled eggs. Glass? Yes, a single glass. It's like 1.5 cups. Oh my god. I'm feeling it today, guys. My sleep has been so bad that, like, when I physically exert myself, like today, I'm getting exhausted much faster than I normally would. Tachyon? What does tachyon mean? I feel like that's a word I've heard a billion times. I feel like I've heard it a lot around Uma Musume. From Uma? Yeah, but I'm like, what does that mean? It's a horse from Uma. Okay. Why are you bringing that up, Pixel? I am like edge of my seat, like, I gotta hear his reason. I'm so curious why he just said tachyon. Off the rails. So it was just a pixelism. It was literally just something made you think of tachyon. I love you, Pixel. I love this alpaca. No, it was me mistyping. What did you mean to type? Misinput. Misinput. I didn't mean to type here. Oh, I see, I see. Understandable. The other game trailers I really liked. There was Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. Well, glad we got that sorted. I don't really want to play Fallen Feathers, but it looks like a game like, you know, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls, that I'll have fun watching people play. I don't know if it'll be one of the big ones, right? So there's like the big ones like Elden Ring, that this game comes out and everybody plays it. And then there's like a ton of these that come out that don't really get that much attention. First Berserker, Kazan, Lies of P, where it's like they're good and a few people play them. You don't hear anything bad about them, but they don't just like take over everything. It's not like every single person on your follow list on Twitch is playing this game now. And I think Fallen Feathers will be like that. It looks pretty though. And then the last game was Section 13. Section 13 was the game where it was like four characters that are going into this like SCP facility, and they gotta shoot it up and, you know, clear out the monsters that have gotten loose. And they all have a chip in their brain that's like reviving them, but it seems bugged. And so like the game starts with one of the people getting revived, and she's like, how the fuck did I get here? And she's watching a little instruction thing that's like, hey, here's the deal. You died, we were trying to revive you, we died, we were able to revive you, but you're the only one alive right now. And you gotta revive us, good luck. And she's like, what the fuck? I'm so tired of Elden Ring. I still need to play it. Maybe that's what I do in my free time. Maybe I start up an Elden Ring run so that I can eventually start making videos of it. No, I think the thing to do is get Minecraft up and running again. Elden Ring is a must-play. I have played it for like 20 hours, Danny. I didn't get far. I was trying to play it seamless co-op with a friend, and our schedules were conflicting a lot. The world does seem to be really well built out, but I'm so over it. Yeah, it's just one of those games that when every single person is playing it, and you're like, hey, do you want to hang out? And they're like, playing Elden Ring. You open up your favorite streamer, they're playing Elden Ring. You join two friends, they're talking Elden Ring. Yeah, I have been in this situation. Yep, Octomage. Fortuitous Foss. About 3 or 4 years ago, I want to say 3 years ago, he visited me at my apartment. I lived in Irving, Texas, right next to Dallas. And he was like, Yulind, my mom and my brother and I, we're in Dallas. They want to go to the aquarium. I'd rather visit you. And so I'm gonna come to your apartment. And I was like, okay. He comes over. He's there for like 3 or 4 hours. While he's here, we get the idea to prank call our mutual friend Selden. So I call Sis on Discord, and Foss starts talking. And Sis is like, what the fuck? Hang on, I think Discord bugged out and it says Yulind called me. And, you know, Foss and I are there like, ha, gotcha, idiot. Foss is here with me at my apartment. Lamau got him. And he's like, oh, wow, that's crazy. That's so cool. And then the two of them talk to Elden Ring for 30 minutes. Literally, Foss is visiting me, And the two of them talk Elden Ring for 30 minutes. And for me, it was like, whatever. I'm having a good time still. But it was like, this seems wrong. This seems like we're wasting visiting time. Off Monster Hunter. I understand that. I want to say it's different, Kumi. I want to be like, no, it's different with Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter is a perfect game and everybody should play it, but I know it's the exact same thing. We can just announce we're coming over and Yulind will allow it? No. Absolutely not. Boss put me on the spot. If he did that again, I would tell him no. Well, no. Boss is a close enough friend that I'd still probably let him. But as I am now, if I had been in that situation 3 years ago, I'd have been like, nope, you're going to the aquarium. Enjoy hanging out with your mom and bro. I am a lot less doormatty than I was 3 years ago. Makes me think of the, like, remember the prank where I wrecked your car? Totally got you good. I love Monster Hunter, but the Wilds Discourse 24/7 streams that are just still graded. Yeah. I can see that. Oh my god, we're at 3 miles. Oh my god, we're at 3 miles. We have like 50 more minutes of walking. We are ending at 5 miles. I am exhausted enough that I'm cutting it at 5. I still need to do a bunch of Monster Hunter. I need Raid Owl charms. I'm hurting today, need a day off. All good. Rest days are good. Said the idiot who's done 660 days in a row. I still need Arch-Tempered Ray Dow stuff. But he's so fucking annoying to hunt solo or in SOS players. I can hunt him solo. It'll just take 25 to 30 minutes. I can't hunt him in SOS players because everybody just fucking dies. So, like, to kill him, the best thing to do is just play with friends that aren't gonna die like losers. I hate flying bitches. I did it a few times with Kuro, right, Cairo? And there was a really funny moment where I found a graph that shows the average speed farming times for Ray Down. Lance is killing it. Because Lance can block, counter hit, and then block the ground explosion and counter hit that, Lance is doing a shit ton of damage to him. Lance is like, by far, the fastest weapon against Arch-Tempered Ray Down. And I showed Kuro the graph, and he was like, LA? What the hell is LA? I don't know what weapon that is. Meanwhile, we're like literally in the middle of a hunt where one of his friends is playing Lance, and I literally just think of the meme of, am I a fucking joke to you? Take a little break tomorrow, Yulind? Walk in the afternoon instead of morning? Hell no. The midday mile? Hell no. Why on earth would I do that, huh? We got a schedule, we stick to it. For rest? It's not really rest if I'm still doing it that day, though. Proper rest would be like taking a day off. But fuck that. I hate rest days. Here's the thing, Dingo. Of all the times I've tried to stick to exercise routines in the past, anytime I take a break, it's hard to get back to it. So, like, Ring Fit. I get Ring Fit. I spend 30 minutes doing it Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. I take Saturday and Sunday off. it becomes so hard to do it on Monday. When I've taken 2 days off, not taking a third day off and coming back is so difficult for me. And that's what happened to every exercise routine. I take a day off or 2 days off, and it's just so hard to come back. And so that's why I do 7 days a week. Because I literally hate that feeling of, oh, I took a break. Should I take another? Should I just, would it really make that much of a difference if I didn't go for another day? It's just, every stupid argument along those lines that I can think of, I will think of. Keep the ball rolling. I very much appreciate momentum. I very much like the routine. Yulind actually hates something WoW-y. People like to joke that I hate everything. You will hear Gale say it all the time. Wow, Yulind hates this. It gets under my skin a little. But like taking rest days, I actually hate that. I will actually do everything I can to not take a rest day. There have been days where like my nerve in my butt is pinching and it really fucking hurts. And I will take Advil just to have a pain suppressor and keep walking that day. I haven't, well, okay, I guess technically I did that like a week ago, but other than that day, I haven't done that in a while. And I've never done it like, well, okay, I was gonna say I never have. I have done it for like 3 consecutive days, like 200 days ago. I remember around 300 or 400 I did that. And I was very worried. I was like, if this doesn't go away, we're gonna have a fucking problem. And then it went away. And I was like, oh, thank God. Another problem I ignore until it goes away, and I don't have to worry about it. Yippee! I know I'm toxic, guys. I know I'm very dumb with certain things, and hypocritical with a few things. I'll tell Namasu, hey, take care of yourself. Take a rest day. You wouldn't want to hurt yourself. Don't worry, you got a massager coming for that issue? Oh, it's already here, Trogdor. I've been using the fuck out of it. I used it for like 5 minutes this morning. And then talk about the gains. I want those gains. Love. 25. Hell yeah. We're walking until the legs fall off. You're so toxic, we're slipping under. 5? What is the 5 to? Was that 25 for Kumi, or... I think I said 5 or 10 minutes this morning? Minutes? Yeah, I had it on my lower back. When I took a nap with Core yesterday in VR chat, Core and Pixel, I fell asleep in my beanbag. So when I got up from that, I was like, oh shit, my back, I fell asleep in the beanbag, oh god. Went to bed, woke up this morning, and I was like, well, it feels better, but not great. And so this morning while I was looking at news stories, I had the massage gun on my back. It felt a lot better. Ah, beans. I was talking about the other massager. We do not have a massager for that. Oh my goodness. We have the massage gun for like loosening muscles. Oh my goodness. We were even talking about loosening muscles. What the heck? I can't with this guy. I can't with this guy. What's another story I have for you guys? The CEO of Celsius has been given 12 years prison time. Could really loosen a certain muscle, if you know what I mean. So, we talked about this a couple months ago. Celsius was a bank. They were advertising themselves as FDA regulated, and they were not. And they were also, like, not really a bank. They were saying they were a bank, but really they weren't. They were just lying and being like, hey, all the banks are corrupt and losing your money. Put your money with us. What they were really doing was investing it in stocks. And, just, keeping track of what everyone had. But they lost it all. They lost all of it. Something like $45 million. And, the CEO, he is going to jail. He's going to federal prison for 12 years. Good riddance. Hi, Ants. Oh, who is this? His name is Alex Mashinsky. He was the CEO of Celsius. They were not an official bank. They were saying they were. They were not FDA regulated. They were saying they had protections. Really, they were just taking your money and putting it in stocks. And they lost all of it. Celsius owes me $5,000? I don't know if you're getting that, Octal. It's like FTX. Hi, Yasu. Very much so. They had 45 million and it's gone, so good luck. I thought you were talking about the energy drink. I was ready to find out. I was drinking lead and fish guts. No. Celsius, the bank. I'll trust my money with Yulind. He'll keep it safe. If you put your money with me, I would literally just put it in a corner of my room and not touch it. Well, the fucked up part is, put my cash with another well-trusted company, and they trusted half of their money with Celsius. There was a bit of that going on. So it wasn't even like you went to Celsius. Oh, I hate that. But like, I never actually used Celsius. I have that with my savings right now. I had all of my retirement accounts with Wells Fargo. And then Wells Fargo contacted me like, hey, we don't want to do retirement accounts anymore. So we've moved all of your savings to principal. And I'm like, fucking what? And like, half of my savings is Roth IRA stuff. So I could take it out, no penalty. But the other half is not Roth IRA. And I would get some heavy penalties if I took it out early. And I'm kind of pissed about that. The money under me mattress strategy? Yeah. Oh god. We're at 3.5. We're cruising. Yeah, I haven't heard anything bad about Celsius, but... Not Celsius. I've heard a shit ton of bad things about Celsius. Principal, I haven't heard anything bad about. I am not super happy that my retirement savings got moved there without me being told. But yeah, I realized that cash was gone forever ago. Celsius was also in bed with FTX. Honestly, I just hate retirement savings accounts in general. I have lost 4,000 to 5,000 in a retirement savings account. And I grew up being told, it's a good investment. It's great. You need to have a retirement savings account. The returns you'll get on it is so good. Right? They're just fucking gambling. Well, so 30 years ago, it wasn't like that. 30 years ago, you built interest on your retirement savings account. And like, there's graphs. People will show you this graph that's like, hey, if you have this much interest on your retirement account, next year it'll be this. Next year it'll be this. If you start a retirement savings account at this year, by the time you're 60, you'll be a millionaire. Soon enough, your interest is earning interest and it compounds. Yeah, that's what I was showed. Right? And I was like, this sounds fucking awesome. I put a bunch of money into a retirement account. And it has just lost money. It has just like gone down. And I'm like, hang on, what? Is it okay? I'm putting 15% into my 401k. A 401k Doesn't sound that bad. What was this, Red Ridge? Especially if your company is matching it, that is an awesome investment. I don't understand why I would put money in a retirement account that I cannot take from until the age of 65 without penalties, compared to just putting that into a savings account. Because a savings account, it's just going to be there. You're going to get a small amount of interest in it. Compound interest? Yeah, but the compound interest is fake, Cairo. The returns are much better. Here's the thing, Cairo. You're going to get compound interest, but the bank is using that money for stocks. They are investing it. And here's the thing. Your bank is investing against hedge funds run by the same people. So like, here's the situation. Imagine you're playing poker against a guy, and you go, "Hey, I don't really understand poker. Can you play my hand for me?" And the guy across the table is like, "You want me to play poker against me for you?" "Yeah, I don't really understand the rules." "Yeah, sure, I'll do that." And he looks at his hand, and he looks at your hand, and he goes, "Yeah, you should definitely go all in with 2 5s. I think you've got a really good hand with 2 5s. And then he just goes, "Oh, would you look at that? I've got 2 9s. Well, it looks like I win this round." With a retirement savings account, you put money into it, the bank invests that in different stocks, and then hedge funds basically run the market because they know exactly where those banks are investing. And then every fucking year, the bank has to go, "Hey, so, stocks didn't do that well this year. Your money went down 1,000. That's my situation with my retirement account. I put a bunch of money in. It has gone down 4,000. And it'll slowly crawl back. It'll slowly come back. That investment, those returns, are getting me back money. And then there'll be a big crash again, and it'll go down 5,000. And it's like, shit, dude. Putting my money in a retirement savings account is one of my biggest regrets in life. Because I just would have been better off with it in a standard savings account, not a retirement account. I hate that these chuckle fucks are just losing it on the stock market. Little by little. It's okay if I'm putting 15% in a 401k? Let me match 5%. Oh wait, they match 10%. Hi, Kyle. Returns are much better. They're not the same amount. The returns should be much better on a retirement account. But that was 40 years ago. 40 years ago, when the banks took a lot safer options, when they used your money to get more stable returns, your money went up. They could guarantee you your money went up with interest. Now, they don't give you that guarantee, and it's all stock investments. And at least my experience, maybe it's anecdotal, but my experience has been, I've only lost money from putting it into a retirement account. You should do a 6-year certificate of deposits, not financial advice. I like having my cash locked away from me. But you can get 4%, which is better than savings. Right now, it's in a retirement savings account, which was split between 4 accounts. 2 of those were Roth IRA, 2 were not. Those were moved to Principal Connect, and I think merged into 2 accounts instead of 4. And I think I could pull half of it right now. I think I could be like, "Hey, give me my money." They'd be like, "Yep, we've transferred it. Here you go." I think the other half is like, You're not 65 years old, so we're going to take like 35% of it or something. I buy CDs from Goldman, and they do whatever they want with your cash. But no matter what, you get a free-term amount at the end of the period. So they got to struggle to figure out how to pay you. That doesn't sound bad. Kyle, we were talking about Say Maxwell yesterday. They posted a song yesterday. It's a Hell of a Boss remix. I just thought that was funny because, like, I didn't even catch that they were still making music. I thought they hadn't posted something in like a year. But apparently they've been posting like every month. You should put your savings in this really cool bank called Zvi's Zoid Kit Purchasing Budget. The returns on investment are great, I swear. Hi, Axel Chandlin. Thank you for the follow. Oh, neat. I'll have to look at it. You know, it's funny that you mentioned Zoid Zvi. Because when we were doing world exploration with Core yesterday, we came across a world that was like a city apartment. It was like this high-rise apartment, in a city. It wasn't that special. But, on top of the video player in this world was 2 Zoids. You're gonna know which ones they are. It was the red lion and the blue and white lion. Freydle, who was with us, starts losing their mind. She's like, oh my god, they have Zoids! I have this one! I also have this one! I have both of these figures! And we're like, oh god, yep, Freydle likes Zoids. But yeah, CDs are fixed, insured and guaranteed, but you lose any ability to withdraw. So you're trading that flexibility. I mean, that sounds really nice. I'm okay with that. I very much, like, don't need that money right now. Yeah, I'd very much prefer if I can't withdraw it. She didn't even realize that there was a player beneath the Zoids. Zvi. Which 2 figures are those? The Liger Zero is the white lion. I forget which one is the blue one. Because I'm bad with spending. I'm bad with spending in the opposite side, Octal. I'm bad with spending in that I don't take care of myself. And it's like, oh, I should buy this, right? I really need to upgrade this. Or take care of myself in this regard. I'm not going to do it until it becomes a bigger problem and will cost me more money. Is that a fucking spiky cartoon bomb below a balloon? It was. It was a goblin mega bomb. Essentially a nuke. Typing in because you said one was blue and white. Not pure white, Ikori. What do you mean? You know, just say you should buy it now? Because you should buy what you want? Well, here's the thing, Octomage. There's an anime called, oh, what is it called? Something of an MMO junkie. It's like the, I don't want to say healing. I don't want to say reinvigoration. What's the word? Restoration of an MMO junkie? Something like that. And it's this girl who, she worked a salary job in Japan. She was like a secretary. But it was miserable. She hated it so much that mid-30s, she quits her job. Recovery of an MMO junkie, that's it. So Liger Zero and the red one have saber teeth? Because so that's Saberfang, which I have. Or is it a character-specific Blade Liger? I forget the character's name though. it Is Liger Zero the blue one? And I thought Liger Zero was the white one. AKA Yulind anime. Very much so. I actually hate some things about that anime, Pixel. Because, like, I think she's great at the start. I think she's awesome. And she, like, gradually becomes less of herself. She gradually is like, oh no, I need to get back to the working world. I need to have short hair. I need to be fixed by this guy. And I hate that aspect of it. I like that she's just girl failure, but not really girl failure, paying all of her bills. Recommend me an anime, Yulind? Okay. So yesterday, I was watching a lot of anime clips while playing V Rising, right? I was watching a lot of Apothecary Diaries. I think Apothecary Diaries is a lot of fun, Trogdor. I love Mao Mao and Jinchi. In fact, one of my outfits in Monster Hunter Wilds, it just looks like a traditional Chinese outfit. And so I wear that one, and I have it saved as Palace Eunuch. Because it just looks like Jinchi from Apothecary Diaries. Okay, so there's a blue one. Tries not to slap Yuli. Blue's either regular Blade Liger, or it's precursor to the Shield Liger. I'm on episode 18, Yulind. Then finish Apothecary Diaries. There's like 50 episodes now. I want to say it was Blade Liger. It's the, there's two Zoids animes, right, Zvi? There's the first one, which I think this one was the main Zoid of the first anime. And then there's the Liger Zero, which is the main Zoid of the second anime. But it was the blue and white one from the first anime. Somewhat related, I started watching Tower of God last night. I'd seen clips of it on YouTube. Holy heck, I really actually enjoyed it. I know of Tower of God. I've watched a few clips here and there. I've seen the clip of him walking through the wall like 7 times. My friend Liffy is very into Tower of God. That's like his favorite anime. The other animes I watched a lot of clips of Trogdor. I watched a lot of clips of Ranking of Kings. What was the third one? Oh, it was Reincarnated to Master the Blade. Reincarnated to Master the Blade is like one of those sloppa 12-episode anime that, like, it's really not that good. You can tell the animation is cheap. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's about a guy who, he was blessed by the goddess of light. And with this blessing, he basically became the Hero King. And he united all these warring factions, founded a kingdom, basically eradicated the monsters from his kingdom. And, like, everybody's like, dude, this guy is literally fucking Jesus. He's the savior. He's literally amazing, right? Because he was, like, the Hero King fighting on the front lines, uniting everybody. Literally just the best thing that ever happened to their lives. The anime starts with him being, like, on his deathbed at, like, 90 years old or something. And everybody's like, you can't pass away, what are we gonna do without you? And he's like, guys, you gotta walk on your own. I'm out. And then the goddess visits him, and she's like, dude, I am so proud of you. You've lived an awesome life. And he's like, I'm unworthy of such praise. And she's like, no. You did so good, you get a wish. And whatever it is, if I can fulfill it, it's yours. And he's like, okay. Well, I spent my entire life as the king taking care of the kingdom. But I've always kind of wondered, like, if I'd been able to focus on martial arts, if I'd been able to focus on my swordsmanship and just fighting, I wonder, like, how far I could have gone. How amazing could I have been? How powerful could I have been? If I could have any wish, it would be to be reborn in a life where I could focus on that. And she's like, done. Enjoy reincarnation. And so he reincarnates into a time period, same world, but like 500 years in the future or something. He reincarnates as a girl, which at first he's like, what the fuck? But, you know, as he gets to like age 5, he's like, you know what? This is fine. Oh, thank you, Axel. I really appreciate that. That puts us at 11 incline. He's just like this combat sexual, like all he wants to do is fight. All he wants to do is just fight people. And like he's such a monster because he retained some of his magic ability from his past life. And he's like just crazy strong that everybody looks at this girl whose name is Inglis. Everybody looks at her as just a fucking freak because she just blows expectations out of the water and is so powerful compared to them. It's fun. It's not, like, good. I wouldn't say anybody would call this the best anime of all time, but it is just silly, fun power fantasy. This sounds like something I'd watch. It's very short. I think it's only 12 episodes. You'd like it. Sounds like my kind of slappa. Yeah. I think they may have gotten a third anime. But yeah, Chaotic Sentry had a shield liger that became a blade liger, which has white highlights and 2 yellow blades on its back. If it had yellow blades, I didn't see that. Also just checked and Zoid's got 5 series. I've got some catching up to do. Unless one of them is dumb part where they start riding the Zoids rather than being in a cockpit. God, that sounds awful. How would they fucking ride them? These things are massive. These things are like 5 to 10 stories tall. They can't just ride it. They're horse-sized? They are not horse-sized. Horse-sized? What the fuck? No. In Zoid's Wild, they're horse-sized? Zoid's Wild is wrong. Eat the horse electrolytes. Hi, Sayo Saiko. Thank you for the follow. I mean, you just import them into Blender and scale down easy as. How dare you? How dare you? My experience, my knowledge with Zoids is only watching Zoids on Toonami. I don't even remember what, like, the rest of the title was. I just knew it as Zoids. This was apparently, like, the 2nd season of the anime? Old? Fuck you. Fuck you. I remember at the end, it's the Liger Zero versus the fucking Velociraptor Zoid. And everybody's like, oh my god, he's pushing his limits! The riding ones are a bit smaller. So much bigger than horse size, but I prefer the big cockpit style. This guy grew up when Zoids was on TV. Fuck you! Trogdor, I don't know if I've ever learned how old you are. I can't remember if you're like around my age or a bit younger. I remember the raptor with the sniper rifle tail. Just right, JRPG. Yeah, just yeah, okay. With its epic intro song, guitar riffs, with people chanting Zoids every now and then. I am so fucking tired. We're at 4.4. Just a little bit more. We're almost done. Do I have any other news stories? Mother's Day Sunday. We went over Throne suggestions. CEO of Celsius gets 12 years. VR Chat Worlds yesterday. Game trailers. Same Maxwell song. Oh! I didn't talk about the ad changes. So yesterday we were talking about pre-rolls. You were like, yeah, you can delay them 5 minutes. I was like, you can fucking delay them? So I went into my ad settings. I had ads disabled, which defaults to pre-rolls. And all my pre-rolls basically had these settings already as default. So like, the 5-minute delay on pre-rolls, that was already there. So it's like, oh, okay. I think it had changed. I think the one thing I changed was how much ads do you want to show? And it was default like 2 minutes. And so when people get pre-rolls here, they will only get 30 seconds. So that's changed. But yeah. I remember us talking about ads yesterday, and I was like, they've added that? I completely missed this. That's a good fucking change. Because, like, pre-rolls, you watch somebody and you get a pre-roll, and it's like, alright, time to click somewhere else. But having, like, a 5-minute window to, like, you know, see a little bit, that gives you that taste. That potentially gives you that hook, right? And you might be like, dude, I actually really like this person. And stick around. And then you get your pre-rolls, and it's like, ah, well, you know, ads suck, but kind of wanted to see more. Gives you time to hook them. Told you before, you can DM me anything and I'll answer it. I'm an open book after all. Yeah, but I'm just like, off the top of my mind, Trogdor, thinking like, has Trogdor told me that before? Dragon, Rock the Dragon, Dragon Ball Z, epic guitar riff. Pre-rolls, but the rolls are what you eat while waiting for your starter. What would you even want to eat before that? Probably. I just want the pre-rolls, Vi. Just give me fucking bread rolls, and I'll call that dinner. As a kid, I definitely once or twice went to a restaurant. They put down bread rolls, and I'm just like, And then my actual dinner comes, I'm like, I'm full, can I get a to-go box? And my parents are like, are you fucking... Okay, but... What? What the... Axel! What are you doing? Probably I worry about you, Yulind. Oh my goodness. That puts it at 12 incline. It's maxed. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I really appreciate that. Let's see who you got. Vinter, Ihararara, Dispita Giraffe. You got Grianne, Joe the Lion, Loonwin, Sparkle Rich, Airbag, Valerani Max, Fish Incognito, Joe and Grianne. Those are the two. What the heck? It's maxed! It's already maxed, Namasu! The hecky, let's go. And he's going to walk more. You followed today. What is happening? Time to turn this treadmill into a climb mill. Oh my god, Jill! Jill! But the train calls, Yulind. Thanks for the gift sub. Oh my goodness. It's maxed. I'm not going over 5. I appreciate it. But I'm stopping at 5. I'm too tired. Oh my goodness. I really do appreciate it though. And hungry. And sweaty. I have that level of sweat on me that I'm like, I need to shower, I need to shower, I need to shower. Thank you, Nomasu. Thank you, Axel. I really appreciate that. Mwah. Mwah. I try to have a focus on good mental health. I try to, like, not think about the numbers of streaming, right? Admittedly. Oh my goodness, Jill! Admittedly, when I see the sub number go down, I worry about it a little bit. I try not to let it show, and I try not to let it get me down for long. High tech, but you know, I hover around a certain number of subs, and the past month or so, it kind of dipped, went back up from a day where I got a lot of gift subs, and then went back. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. It's fine. We're in the middle of summer. It's supposed to dip down. You guys have gotten me over the number again that, like, makes me not worry about it. I feel so shallow talking about that. I feel so, like I'm not supposed to let the sub count get to me. But it does. Thank you. Sweaty but won't show it on Blue Twitch. Come back when you've hit the sweat level where it's overloaded, your eyebrows and your eyes are burning. Also, if y'all are wanting to burn some greenbacks, you should totally check out Yulind's Throne account. Actually, Kyle, I recently saw the number that has been spent on Throne. And like, for a year, for the first year, I was very hesitant to open up a Throne. Because it was like, I don't want people spending money on Throne and not Twitch or PayPal. Because, like, I pay $400 a month in rent. I don't need to make that every month. But I don't like the idea of somebody being like, I want to spend $100, right? I want to spend $100 on Yulind. If they spend it on Twitch, that can go to rent. Granted, half of it goes to rent, half of it goes to Twitch. If they spend that on Throne, well, that's fun stuff. A Shimakaze outfit does not help me pay rent. Hi, Dino Zoomies. And so, I was very hesitant to even have a Throne initially. And then the other day I saw how much money has been spent on Throne. I'm like, okay, hold on. You know, if y'all are wanting. But I feel on the bread rolls thing. Do you have to stop myself filling up on them? Roll emote. Yeah, that Anon guy spent so much on Throne. What a weirdo. I love that Anon guy, Trogdor. Please don't speak ill of him. I'm very appreciative of anybody that supports me, Trogdor. Whether it be here on Twitch, or here on Throne. Or there on Throne, I should say. I really don't want you to call people like that weirdos. Good morning, happy Saturday, y'all. Oh yes, I agree, rolls are great, especially with butter. Reminds me of that girl who was like, does no one have $5? Oh, please don't say I remind you of her. Throne make you happy? Cam-C meds? Don't. Let's see what emote we got from the hype chest. Wait, she's pretty! That's iconic. She's hella pretty. Fun fact about WoW lore. Almost elevator time. Fun fact about WoW lore. You deal with a quest with Garrosh up here. And everybody, this is like the best look at Garrosh because somebody uses the nuke. The bomb that Kyle was talking about earlier, the big cartoon bomb. The Orc Overlord here uses it. And Garrosh comes by, the war chief, and he's like, what have you done? And the Overlord's like, I used the bomb, we killed the druids! This land is ours! And he's like, you did it without honor. Now you die without honor. And he grabs the guy by the throat and he throws him off the cliff. The bridge right back there where we just passed, he throws him off that. And everybody's like, that's my fucking war chief. Loktar Ogar, blood and honor. And then we learned years later that all the writers for the different zones in Cataclysm weren't collaborating at all. So you had some of them writing Garrosh really cool and being like, he's all about honor. And then you had some of them that were like, write Garrosh as a backstabber, lying piece of shit. There's no honor here. There's only victory. Cataclysm was a fucking mess. And that scene now, that scene where he's like, don't use the bomb, we fight with honor, that's retconned. It's in the game, but it is no longer canon. Almost elevator time, let's go, he did the dance. That meme is more low fam. I could talk to you about low fam global. Try me with support however I can, Yulind. Elevator goes up, Yulind wiggles. With support, the whole point of this stream is me losing weight. This stream exists to entertain me while I walk on a treadmill. You guys hanging out entertains me. If nobody showed up, if I had a view count of 0, I could still do this. I'd probably skip some days. I'd probably fall in my old exercise habits where I don't keep up with it as much as I should. I skip some days, then it becomes easy to skip days, and then I drop it entirely. But I'd probably do it for a few months with, like, if nobody showed up for months, I'd probably still go. You guys coming and talking to me is, like, my favorite thing ever. I thought it was for the abs. I don't even want abs. I just want, like, a toned tummy. But I don't particularly want abs. I want it flat. I can help you lose weight. I can get rid of 16 pounds easy. No, you are not cutting off my leg. I want the abs? Hell yeah. Talking in chat? That's all I need. The financial support means a shit ton. Because I'm technically living off savings. And it takes away a lot of stress. A lot of thoughts in the back of my mind to have financial support. But the losing weight, the social interaction, the support, it's all greatly appreciated. I have a few people that they want to support me, but like they can't really watch right now. So they just have a tab open. They literally just make sure to have a tab open every day. That is greatly appreciated. I had somebody who they don't particularly like being in the Discord because they knew me from WoW before I was on Twitch a lot and streaming in VR chat and whatnot. They knew me before I was openly lewd and degenerate. And so they're very uncomfortable seeing all the lewd things I talk about. They hate it when they see like Pixel or Sammy in chat be like, yeah, I'd fucking spread this femboy's legs, right? Like, they see stuff like that and they die a little inside. So they left the Discord and they came back to me a couple months later. They're like, hey, I'm gonna rejoin your Discord. And I was like, oh, I didn't even see that you left. And he was like, yeah, I want to support the homies. I don't really like seeing people talk about you like that, but I gotta support the homies. And I was like, literally don't. Stay out of the Discord. Just being in Discord doesn't do anything. The only purpose of the Discord is to see notifications and talk to other people in the community. Right? Like, it's a connection for you to DM people that you otherwise wouldn't see in other places. Wow, the dichotomy of friendship there. I appreciate it. I appreciated that he was like, I'll see this thing that I don't want to see for you. I want to support you. And it's like, don't. That won't do anything. I'll do crunches till I fall apart. 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 miles. Hi, love. Freya! Freya, did you see? Did you see Violet's pictures? Thought it was for the abs. I want the abs. Now if you lose weight, abs are overrated. I'll do crunches till I fall apart. No? Go into the Discord, Freya. Go look at the Neat Stuff channel right now. Okay. I'm getting off this treadmill. Oh my god, my legs. Where am I? Oh, I'm all the way over here. Nodders. There. Neat stuff. Violet, our favorite purple fox, posted something very cool in the Neat Stuff channel. She's probably not here now. Babbo? Hi, Violet. Abs are amazing and I want them, but I like food too much though. The dichotomy of friendship there. Last couple of weeks I've been having trouble waking up in time for the stream. I do my best to try and leave your Twitch stream open when I go to bed. I appreciate that. Wolf Mom, hi Yulind, my love, hi. I hope I'm not spamming pics too much. If you had a VR chat images channel, I'd put them there. Nope, you are absolutely perfect, Namaste. In fact, if you did it more, that'd even make me happy. Not that you need to feel obligated, not that I'm like, do more, Namaste, do more. Activity is just good for those channels. General is just discussion stuff. Memes is memes. Neat stuff is just, I found something neat and I want to share it. Your picks, they could go in neat stuff or general. They'd be good in either place. Shadow the Wolf Mom reminds me of a tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. No, Nodders. I enjoy supporting people for sure, but I know I can't keep them afloat supporting them every month. I'm just one person. Yeah. I've had that exact line of thinking with Elite Trogdor. There was a point where, you know, I was working 9 to 5 at Tech System. And I remember him having a stream that was like, if I don't make enough, we gotta stop being a full-time streamer. I gotta go do work and there'll be less streams. And I remember having the thought of, I could pay that. Like, I could pay his rent. But I shouldn't. There's other streamers I can watch. There's other streamers that I can support. And, you know, literally paying someone's rent like that is not healthy. That is something that I should not do. Hi, Logitech. And, that's very much a conversation I had with myself laying down. Now I am the streamer. And I'm like, oh shit, wait, I'm on the other side. Aw, congrats, Babbo. Oh, I need to change my outfit. You guys wait there. Hi. I didn't even see you join. What is this from? No idea? It kind of looks like the Zuwu outfit, but it's definitely not. So then I started thinking, like, maybe it's Kingdom Hearts or, something like that. Hi, Kyo. I'm gonna cough. Avatars. EJs. Calibrate. Okay. Where did I leave my camera? Bum, 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 bum. Right there. Yeah, relying on the Oilers, your double-edged sword. You should pay my rent. Also, I meant to linger around you rent-free. Hi, how is the walk? You know, it was really hard today, Kyo. The walk was so hard. I struggled. I almost fell at one point. I'm really bummed out. You should get on VR chat and cuddle with me to cheer me up. Yep. Yep, that should happen. Kia. No, walk was great. People were very nice. They got me to 12 incline. It was a hard walk, but not so brutal that I'm like literally sick. Looking good, Yulind. Thank you. Kyo hug. Wiggles. I think that's just how stuff works. Like with mobile games, 1% of the player base contributes to like 70% of the revenue. Yeah. Violet. New gremlin has arrived. Yay. Make sure you message her and talk to her about it, because like she's, well, you know what it's like to be pregnant. She's, been dealing with this for 9 months, so. Hi, Gail. Hi, Micaiah. Gail just subscribed for 21 months in a row. I think, yeah, that's a Matthews. Thank you, Gail. We tried pushing Yulind off the treadmill. Go give Yulind cuddles. Gumo. Micaiah, I didn't catch anybody yesterday. I was with that group that normally runs puzzles lately. And they didn't do any puzzles to keep me around. And when Core ended stream, we just cuddled and fell asleep for like 3 hours. Mommy is pregnant. No. No. A Gale, a Freya. I'm going to have a little brother. You are not going to have a little brother. Big Eeper. Big Eeper. It does mean I'm going to try and get on earlier tonight and see everybody. And I'll probably be staying up super late compared to usual. Because my sleep has been atrocious lately. I fell asleep for like 1, maybe 2 hours after core stream yesterday. Woke up, and then I didn't go back to sleep until like 4 a.m. So I'm kind of expecting to not fall asleep until 4 a.m. today. I need to change the title and the lurking. Okay. We were not even halfway through Red Ridge. I always see Red Ridge and I'm like, how? It's a fucking old world zone. How is it that big? And then you look at the Red Ridge map and you're like, actually, I fucking see it. That place is huge. 5 miles. Now we rest. Done. Walk time. Hi, sweetie. We can play Andy and Lele together. I've actually only heard good things about that same game, Global. The whole incest stuff is like one of 6 endings that is optional and like the bad ending. It's supposed to be like you fucked up and it chose the wrong things. There is some cannibalism, but it's like a post-apocalyptic setting, and like, are people really gonna get mad at cannibalism in post-apocalypse? The entire focus of the game is toxic codependency is bad. Look at what happens when you have toxic codependency. It's supposed to be like, don't do these things. You have to work and want it. The game is why Lele changed her username. Is it really? Okay. It makes sense. The bad ending, sure. It is overall a positive message with the game. The author of the game has gotten a shit ton of like harassment over it, which is really sad. They've basically tried to scrub their existence from the internet and hide from everybody because people just like send them death threats because it is the incest game as people know it now. But like, they literally say incest is bad, and I was like, you fucking made an incest game, what the fuck? Hi, Proxy. They changed their username? God, I must be blind. Isn't her name still Lele? On Twitch, it's Lele. On YouTube, it's like Lane Lay. Friends. Drop portal. Portal. It is Proxy. IT party Koishi. Ida Baka Yulind. She never changed anything? She did. She changed her YouTube name. I just saw a post about it, and I've seen that it's different on YouTube. For Twitter too? Was it also for Twitter? There's an N in there now. It's like Leynley. Okay. I get a drink. I'm gonna sit down. Okay, then she needs to update all her socials on Discord. When you have a lot of stuff like interconnected like that, I can see it being easy to forget stuff here and there. Oh. Oh. I cannot believe I have fucking binder clips on my trackers right now. I couldn't find bobby pins. Ah. Ugh. There we go. Roxy hug Pat. Laney Lay? I think they still have Lele on YouTube. Just the clip channel was Laney. Okay. Yeah, she has like 3 different YouTube channels, right? That's honestly the way you should do it if you're a Twitch streamer and pushing YouTube. You want to have a clips channel. Clips channel / highlights. You want to have... No. You want clips, highlights, and VODs. You can combine clips and highlights, but... those 3 is typically what you should be doing. That is way too much effort in my eyes. Boop the Yulind. And what the fuck, didn't know about Lele change? It's very recent. It's like this last week. Yulind didn't do holidays. No. I didn't do holidays yet. We're still streaming. We still have time to do them. Why do you have trackers on your nips? I don't. What? I don't have trackers on my nips. What the heck? Ugh. We'll do holidays right now. Tomorrow's a big holiday. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. So don't forget that one tomorrow. Today's holidays. They're suction cups. American Indian Day. Birth Mother's Day. Brunch for Lunch Day. Clean Up Your Room Day. Cornelia de Lange Syndrome Awareness Day. International Migratory Bird Day. Letter Carriers Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive Day. Martin's Mollusk Day. Mother Ocean Day. National Animal Disaster Preparedness Day. National Babysitters Day. National Dog Moms Day. National Lipid Day. National Liver and Onions Day. National Miniature Golf Day. National Shrimp Day. National Small Business Day. National Train Day. Stay Up All Night Day. Sun Awareness Day. Trust Your Intuition Day. Windmill Day. World Belly Dance Day. World Buckfast Day. Buckfast, like BUCKFAST. World Fair Trade Day. World Lupus Day. There was like no foods. They had World Shrimp Day and Liver and Onions Day. What the heck? I know, belly dance is fun. Train Day is fun. Shrimp Day. I guess I'm picking Train Day. These suck. I'm only able to keep up with IRL stuff with her. So much stuff going on all the time. Yeah, and like, that's fine. Shocker. Listen. Trains are cool. I'm not. Okay? But trains can be cool. Hug. We'll kind of stop looking at Lele. Just instant went toward other things. Also, forgot tomorrow Mother's Day. I'm kind of the same thing, Koishi. I will forever love Lele. I will, like, forever stand the fuck out of Lele. But I don't find myself in her stream that much. I used to. And then I think she started doing, like, a lot of watch content. They're kind of meaning the same thing as me, Proxy. Where, like, they used to watch Lele, and then just they found new things that like catches their interest, and they don't find themselves watching Lele as much. Kind of just people who their interests move around. Yeah. I remember for a while she was watching a lot of murder mystery stuff, and I was like, wow, I actively don't want to see this. And so I was like really like not avoiding, but I was never tuning in for that stuff. And then I found it not difficult, but I just haven't like watched as much since. Ugh. Stay up all night day. Do that every day at work. Shocker. Well, that's one time for all of us to get in VR and help you and celebrate Fuckfest Day. There's no Fuckfest Day. That was not listed. What do you mean by this? Basically saying, it happens. Happy Maid Day to one of my top maids, Yuli. We didn't see Maid Day in the holidays, but I know Spacefish is celebrating that today. Oh, that's when I started watching? Trains mentioned. Excuse to mention the Napier Deltic engine that was popular in UK trains for a while. I peaked watching Lele when she would do her endless month-long streams. Now I work when she goes live, sadly. I watched a lot of Lele when I was avoiding my father. So when I was job hunting, my dad would, he'd finish work, he'd get home at 5, and he'd come into my room and be like, how many resumes did you send out, Yulind? And I was like, I hate these conversations. I would do anything I could to avoid these conversations. And the best thing I found was be asleep. So if I went to bed at 3 p.m. and dad got home at 5 p.m., he would knock on the door and I'd be fast asleep. And he would go to bed at 10 and I'd wake up at like 11. And it was like, okay, cool. Didn't have to deal with dad and the depression of, being a failure, not having a job. Yay! And so I'd be waking up at 12. And then I would watch Lele. Because, this was when I was first getting into Twitch and Twitch streams. And I would just lurk. And so for like 4 months straight of job hunting, I would play Warframe or World of Warcraft with my friends. At this time, I was playing alone a lot. I would have Lele on my second monitor, and I would just be like, lurking and listening in. And this is where I learned of a lot of Twitch names. This is where I followed Elite. This is kind of where I followed Proxy, but I didn't actually. I think I saw Proxy one day as like a recommended stream, but I would see Proxy all the time in Lele's streams. I learned of a lot of people at this time. And that has been extremely influential on the circle of friends I have around me now. I need more maids in my life. Still enjoy Lele content. Just not really paying attention. And it was great. The murder mystery streams were the best. Become the maid proxy. Those were the worst to me, Octal. Those were the things that's like, I'd rather watch anything else. And I'm happy for everybody that's enjoying these, but oh my god, this is like the content I like the least. Become the maid proxy. Fine, I'll yell at Darf to put a maid dress on. Because it's Mado late. Like how Miku Day is 3-9. Oh, okay. She is our Australian streamer after all. My father loved me. Alright, I can't see it. Beauty spotted. No proof. Mods, bring out the brat mirror. It broke though. Full Metal. Excuse me. Full Metal Ratchet just sent me a story. Nintendo warns it may breach Switch systems whose users bypass. Mario Maker just updated its user agreement to also warn of potential service discontinuations and to acknowledge how it may monitor Switch users' online chats. Wow. That feels a little egregious. They fixed it. Because they tried to make me look into it. Remember when Nintendo sold people cardboard for like $90? Yeah. Yeah. Kind of crazy. There was one news story I didn't go over. It was just a short little Reddit video. It can only do that in the US. Use EULA is different. In on this little video I saw, this guy sleeps in his living room. He has a big couch. He sleeps on the couch. His dog, this is at like 3 a.m. in the morning. His dog is hungry. And so his dog picks up its bowl. It's one of those like metal tin bowls. And the dog jumps up on the couch next to him and just throws it in there. Just fucking chucks it. And so imagine you're fast asleep, 3 a.m. And then a fucking metal bowl 5 feet in the air just drops on the hardwood floor. This guy woke up fucking screaming. And like, it took him a few seconds. It took him like 2 or 3 seconds to realize the dog was just throwing the bowl and hungry. But he was just like, what the hell, man? What the hell? I think I saw this clip. Metal pipe. Dude probably thought he was getting robbed. Dude, like, if I woke up to that, I'd be fucking cold sweat, heavy breathing, heart rate at 150. Help, I'm surrounded by cuties that won't admit it. You just get used to it. You get used to it. What it really is like, when the cutie's like, I'm not cute, nuh-uh. And he's like, okay. And you stop calling him cute. And the only reason they're saying I'm not cute is to fish for compliments and be told they're cute. And so you don't give them what they want. You just deny them. Prove it, ugh. Show me the evidence. To recap the news stories. Violet had a baby. You can see the picture in the Neat Stuff channel. Video of a dude sleeping in the living room with his dog, drops a metal food bowl. Ad changes. I didn't know about this, but pre-rolls now have like the delay for 5 to 6 minutes. Say Maxwell came out with a song, and this is just kind of relevant because literally yesterday we were talking about Say Maxwell. The VR chat worlds we went to yesterday, none of them were really that special. We went to Kitchen Cooks, the jar world, and we were making pizzas there. That was fun. CEO of Celsius, Alex Mashinsky, going to federal prison for 12 years. Good riddance. And then all the throne gifts. I swear, guys, I swear, if you suggest a $45 G-string, there is nothing that I will reject faster than that, okay? $45 for fucking dental floss is ridiculous. Funny, but ridiculous. Fuck that. Stop complimenting me. Thank you. It's a sappy cat. Look, you made me blush. There's the proof. I'm a host. I can do that regardless. Oh, hell no. Don't get me started on you too, Kyle. You cute. So how does Yulind feel about Palpatine being Pope? He's only being called Palpatine because his face structure is a little similar. When it actually comes to his policies, I kind of like the guy. He's very much open borders, and he's very much anti-Trump, which I'm like, fucking hell yeah. I don't remember what his stance was on gay marriage. I don't know if he was as supportive of it as that one pope that I can't remember the name of that was being heavily considered. The cardinal, I should say, not the pope. But the guy seems all right. The guy isn't super hardline. The problem with the world is gay people, and that's really all I care about with the Pope. What is their stance on gay people? Are they going to make people's lives harder? Open up Yulind stream VOD TM. There's your proof, you cutie. Man could have easily been a body double for Palps. Oh, absolutely. But like, it's silly and the memes are great. But the big important thing to me is, what do they think of gay and trans people? Ask him which school of thought he follows. In the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. You don't like being treated like the Antichrist? Personally, big fan of having horns. Oh my. Where do we go today? I think we're gonna go to the Gremlin. Pope Benedict. That's the 16th. Looks like Palpatine a lot more. Oh, I made myself laugh. I care less what the Pope looks like. I want to know how he intends to run the church. I honestly don't care how he intends to run the church. I only care about specific policies of, is he going to make my friends' lives harder? I have friends who either are Christian or live with Christians. And, you know, if you have a pope that starts being like, we hate the gays, we gotta go back to throwing rocks at them, I'm like, ooh, I don't like that. I'm the worst. I care how they look, I want memes. The memes are funny. I love seeing Catholics say fuck the Pope. It's kind of wild, right? It's kind of crazy that these people think they know the Bible more than the Pope, which is just, what the hell? Because it's a very Catholic thing to do. Isn't Pope only head of the Catholics? Thought every other Christian branch hated the guy? Not necessarily, right? Might not know my religion. Can't wait for Jar Jar to appear too. So non-Catholics don't hate Catholics. They just disagree on certain things. But for the most part, you know, a Protestant would rather you be Catholic than like atheist. Somebody who's Protestant would probably look at a Catholic and be like, this person is still saved. They're wrong on, you know, maybe 20% of their religious beliefs, but they're still saved and they're more on my team than others are. It's one of those, like, they disagree, but they don't hate them. Everyone hates everyone. They said that for 3 out of the last 4 popes, though? Yeah. You don't know Orthodox, then? As a Christian myself, I don't hate him. Might need to rethink that in parts of Scotland and big parts of Ireland. Yeah. Well, I've been here for the entire Yulind stream. You have. You gotta stay up tonight. I have nothing wrong with people when it comes to their religion. I just hate the people that try to force it down my throat. Ashley. I have levels of problems with different religions. There's some religion that's like, the people who practice it. I wouldn't say there's any religion that I dislike, but there's, you know, certain religions that are very, very anti-gay, anti-women, just, you know, very, like, against certain basic human rights, to the point that you cross a line, they kill you. And I'm super against that. I would blaspheme to their face just to rile them up because I get so angry thinking about them. Aside from that, there's a lot of religions that, you know, so long as they keep to themselves, fine. I'm not gonna go out of my way to piss you off. The moment they start being, like, infringing and, like, vocal about being critical of my life when I didn't fucking ask, I'm gonna start getting real rebellious and start trying to throw it in their face. And, like, literally give them hate. And you know, for the ones that keep to themselves, fine. I'll admit, there's a lot of religion that I look at as, you know, kind of the edgy atheist, like, it's a crutch, right? Like, I think very lowly of Christianity. And so, like Kyle just said, they're Christian. I kind of look at that as like, well, okay. Not a good point of yours. I consider that a con instead of a pro in your character sheet of pros and cons. That's my personal opinion. I'm not gonna, like, tell him to change or try to convince him in any way, but, you know, I'm a little judgy for that. If God is on your team, we ain't playing basketball against each other. Hi. And as for religion, well, I'd love for everyone to follow Jesus. I want everyone to follow whatever ideologies or religion makes them happy, as long as it doesn't harm others. Yeah, Yulind supports Asatru. Understandable, those deserve hate. Sorry if the last statement was TMI. People hate me, but I'm super cool and sweet. Hey everyone. Yeah, you are pretty judgy. I am. I can be. Hi Ty. I don't know. I grew up Christian. I grew up going to a private Christian school. Very much indoctrinated. Bible classes every semester of middle school through high school. 4th grade to 12th grade. I attended Bible studies and youth groups in college. When I was in high school, I was attending church on Sundays and 2 separate youth groups. I grew up very well educated in the church. And only per semester shit, my private Christian school is 3 times a week, Lamau. What do you mean by only per semester? It was like a standard class I went to every day. Like, we had Bible class that we went to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You said Bible study once per semester? No, I had a Bible study per semester. Like, a Bible class. If I said one class per semester, like, I was attending it one day per semester. That was not my intention, and I misspoke. It was 5 days a week. I have personally read through the Bible twice. Like, picked up the fucking thick-ass book, read every word all the way through twice, which a lot of Christians cannot say they've done that. Not a Bible study, just a class on the Bible. Yes. The private Christian school I went to, they treated it like you have math class, you have history class, you have Bible class. Your Bible class is probably the most important one. That was how I grew up. 4th grade to 12th grade was literally always having that class. Not sure you can say you are well educated in Christianity if you don't know of Orthodox and Coptic branches. I didn't say I didn't know about them, huh? Did you imagine not reading the Bible then trying to tell others about the Bible? Shit's wild. The most disrespectful thing I've ever done, Octal, was I had somebody trying to, get real preachy with the Bible toward me. And I was like, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this. And she was like, well, I just want you to know that, you're wrong on this and the Bible teaches this. And I don't remember it anymore, but I quoted the Corinthians verse of, hey, women, stop talking. You're not leaders of men. You have no place teaching others. I quoted that to her and said, like, stop talking. And she was just like, oh, what? And I just walked away, and I think she just didn't know what to do because it stun-locked her. I have absolutely pulled out that disrespectful move before, though. People hate me, but I'm super cool and sweet. I hate everyone. And you're pretty judgy D's. I went through my edgy atheist phase, mellowed out into each their own, then the anti-LGBT plus resurgence and the conversion torture. So now I'm in the, they want to go to church, lock the door behind them and let them stay there. Okay, mellowed out to each their own. Then the anti-LGBT resurgence and the conversion torture. So you're not saying you had an anti-LGBT phase yourself. Christianity had that, and you're like, okay, I want nothing to do with it. I thought you were saying you had that phase. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Your opinions are wild at times? Yeah. Only for a semester, miles walked, hate, Lind, hotel, Trivago. What? The path of the church leads to Blue Twitch. You said Bible study once per semester. Oh, not a Bible study, just class. Yeah. Not sure you can say you're well educated. Can you imagine not reading the Bible and trying to tell others about the Bible? Shit's wild. We only had fake science, art, and religion studies. I was a youth teacher at church. Read the book, then left. And it was 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. Ugh. Like a youth helper, etc. Damn. Oh, that is a thing new Pope believes. No women deacon. I mean, That is a thing the fucking Bible says. 1,000,000% deserved. See why court hits you now. Oh my goodness. I don't know. My parents, they have like they have some really, really good friends that are a church pastor and pastor's wife. And I think my parents have warned them, don't do Christianity around him. You might win those arguments because, you know, they're obviously extremely well educated in the church and Bible. But I'm going down swinging. Whenever they're over, they're nice. They're really nice people. And for Christians, I actually do think very highly of them. They spend a lot of time at, you know, food drives and giving to the poor, and they live well off. They have a nice house, and, you know, I don't particularly like how much they receive from the church, but they put a lot of time forward into the community and taking care of others. And so I think, you know, for the most part, not in all regards, but they do walk the walk, and I do think they are good people. But they avoid Christianity and religion around me. It's just fun to hit Yulind in general. What the fuck? You're going to preach the Bible? No. I don't have an anti-phase myself. Just been re-radicalized by recent events. Yeah. I mean, kind of same, right? I'd hit Yulind. I'd let Proxy hit me if it makes them feel better. Proxy deals with a lot of bullshit, and I don't mind going through that if it makes him feel better. I'd smash Proxy from every direction. Blushies. Proxy, I linked you that clip of Koyo's, right? We were talking about your back shots. There was a so on Koyo's clip channel, he posted a clip recently of us playing Repo, and he's like, Yulind, look, I got this for you. I was like, oh my god, that's so flattering. It looks like Proxy's back shots. And like 3 people go like, Proxy's what? Huh? What? I love Repo, guys. I wish I could give Proxy some. Yeah. I swear you cannot fucking walk away from stream for 10 seconds. Hehe. Repo is worth the loss of sleep. Yeah. I'm like kind of bummed out. I come back and hear Backshot talk Lamau. I was like really sad that I didn't get enough sleep for last Repo, and like I was only there for like 2 hours. I'm like, oh man, I fucking hate going to bed early on Repo days, but I still got a good 2 hours. You gotta run. Hug the Proxy. Is the gremlin still live? She is. We're gonna check other streams real quick. But Tolina is still going. I'm gonna send you there. I mean, if I recall correctly, we went for like 3, so you didn't miss much. What? Only hugs I'm giving are the rice shower? That's not true, Safi. You're ending already? Ending already? It's 12:30. I need a shower. I'm starving. Fuck you. Ugh. This fucking guy. Ending already? I swear. Starving and stinking. Is true without lying? It is lying. Because if Core was in front of you and she was like, Sappy, huggu, you're going in for the hug. Don't even. I can smell you from here. What am I supposed to know? Get on VR chat. I know, right, dude? Just be laying there then ending. So she wouldn't do that to me? Fake scenario? What? What? I'm literally gonna DM her now and be like, would you hug Safi? And she's gonna go, yes, question mark, and then I'm gonna send it to you. Bitcore, and do what in VR chat? Probably take a nap. I just realized what the skybox is like. This is... I mean, I knew it was like, you know, overlooking the hills. I didn't realize it was literally like standing on a hill. You can see the fence there. That's so weird. A little pitch. Anchor. World. Ah. Okay. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm fucking vile from all the sweat. You guys spoiled me with incline today. That means nothing. I too can doctor screenshots. IRL and... Oh my god. Happy to. Where the GeoGuessr guy when you need him? That's like where I live, but green. Nurgleland. It's not Nurgle. I just worked out and I'm sweaty. Oh my god. Thank you, Logitech, for the socials. Thanks for the stream. We're going to Tolina. We're going to Tolina. Slash raid. Oh, I should probably spell raid correctly. Polena. BR. LOL, she has BR in her name. That's so embarrassing. Bye-bye. Time to give Yulind the Google Docs. Bye, Stinky. I'll miss you. Bye. Some of you I'll see later tonight. Yeah, thank you for stream. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 5 miles. I'm exhausted. You guys spoiled me. I love you. Bye.